All right, live in the Krypt store launch. I'm joined by my dear friend who, joined me in Chicago and just it's such an amazing friend, such an amazing person, and such a big part of the horror community, the film community, and I can't thank you enough. Welcome, Ann Myrna,
Well, thanks, John.
Acro
I'm glad to
Star,
be here. Glad to be here
Acro
today.
Star Films. You've been acting with some legends. It seems like you're all buddy buddy with a certain co-star right now.
Yes, yes. Lynn Lowry and I had a blast making Night of the Dead Sorority Babes and the short Sorority Babes, which is available on the Acro Star YouTube channel. You gotta check it out.
I think it's awesome. I mean, just the clips I've seen and the pictures I've seen in YouTube. There's just so much genuine love between you guys on set in this film, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm so excited. I mean, Acro Star is one of my favorite production companies, and what you do is beyond I'm beyond grateful because you guys put so much heart into so much that you do, and it's not about the money. You guys, really and if anybody's watching, please make sure you support Acro Star. It doesn't have to be a lot. It's just enough to support because what they're doing, they do on a budget. These people aren't making films to be millionaires. I mean, I'm sure you'd love to,
Yeah, we do
but you're
like
doing it out of
them.
the love. There's not a budget with it at all. I got to turn out these lights because those black lights popping behind me. I, we got to
Yeah,
look at it. We're
they're
going to be talking
glowing.
more.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
done well with Acro Star to
oh.
be able to do a lot with a little. And one of the reasons that we've been hanging around with John and Doomsday Script is because you're out there in the horror community, you're building connections with people and supporting people, and we're all about that. So yeah, we're just glad to be a part of the bigger community.
It's really tough because every once in a while, I remember I'm 48, I'm creeping on 50, and like days like today, and we've talked a lot, and anybody who's worked with me or knows me, I really do try to put a lot into this as well, and that's a big part of tonight's show and the shop and showing off these talents. Michael Toth is here, his mom's here right now. Um, I'm not doing this for money either. I'm doing this so I can keep doing it. So this shop launch is, it's special in the sense that, you know, the more people can have this in their collection and see the value, because everything is one of a kind, and it's an honor showcasing these people. And I was even telling you before the stream, I just wanted to be a background character in Doomsday's Crypt. It was never, these guys are the showcase that I put on the table. So this shop is going to allow me to support them more, support what we're doing, support a lot of upcoming projects. We got some really cool tables planned upcoming. I'll be at Memphis MonsterCon in November interviewing legends, Ken Forey. I'll be talking with, Tom Matthews, which, I mean, that guy's just cool. I could tell he really liked, we bring family to convention. And the one thing that you and Bill and Travis became was family. I got to introduce you to my parents kind of deal. And they were at the last convention. And it means so much that I'm able to enjoy this with them, enjoy that with you. I mean, I'm not looking to do this shop to make $1 million. I ain't looking to make money off of people. I'm just looking to do enough so I can keep doing what I'm doing to showcase all you guys. Because I think we need that foundation. And I think we are onto something really, really special.
Well, and at your table in Chicago at Days of the Dead, I mean, people were just mesmerized by all of the pieces that you have. You have so many different collectibles, and a lot of them are signed. Um, it's just really an amazing thing to see. So yeah, I can't wait to help you get it all out on your store so that the world can see it all.
Well, I definitely think we're onto something cool in the horror community. Like, I think I think if people support us, we want to be there. We want to see these people. I want them watching your films. I want a different experience at cons. I mean, a lot of things are guests and signing and, you know, Funko Pops and or this or that. And I think that's awesome. But I think showcasing um, guys that could be SFX legends, you know, guys like Michael Toth behind me that, you know, I mean, you see his art, you know his art. I mean, his art has become Doomsday's Krypt. Vinny Cucurato's working on amazing things. You see these pieces by Lonnie McCullum and Jessica, his wife. I mean, these are families. My good friend Daniel Cruz over at, yeah, he's killing it with his masks and what he puts on the table. Jesse Aarons, like every person I put on the table, it's about them, and I'm so like it's an honor for me. And a big part of this store is so we can support these guys. I mean, so I can keep putting on these tables because I can't. Every table's got to be better, and I think, you know, one way or another, we always make each Doomsday's table really special because these guys deserve it. These guys deserve to be noticed. These guys deserve their talents to be seen. And these pieces are epic. These pieces are one of a kind. These pieces are seen in this journey. So every deck you see behind me, and I got a ton of stuff next to me that we're going to be putting in the shop. Like we said, start off small. I got like 2 bins, a bunch of skateboard decks, the ones you see behind me. Like I'm here like, how do I do this show? I mean, that was really stressing me out. How do I do this show and have a cool setup and launch it? And I had no idea how to do this, but I think this background and what we got started for the shop and what we can do and the autographs and, you know, the leads and the family we create on the road doing what we're doing. I don't know. I'm pretty excited. I'm just going to say I'm excited.
Yeah, and I know part of what I want to capture in the online store is your passion about this art community that supports horror films. When I would watch you talk to people about these different pieces, that excitement came through. And so I want to make sure to try to get that onto the website so the people who've not had the opportunity to meet you in person and see how proud you are of these pieces, that they can get a feel for that.
Should I do an unbeanie reveal tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, he does have hair.
There is some there still at almost 50. There is. I mean, it's just my thing because if not, I'd be doing this all stream and not all stream, and then I'd probably have none left. So we're gonna put the beanie back on. We did the big reveal just for the store launch. I mean, I've had my hat up, my beanie off before, but I think like people that have met me, it's like, why is he always wearing a beanie or this or that? It's not that I'm totally bald. It's just I have OCD, and anybody that knows me, my brain's always kind of, what do we do next? I mean, I drive people I know crazy. It's like, what's going on with John? Is he doing this? It's just my way of like excitement and thinking of the next thing to do. So to all you guys out there, if I ever bug you, yes, that's just me bad texting. And I'll tell you, I text with like a 2-year-old, but when it comes down to talking to me and what we do, it's just different. It's just different.
Yep.
Very different. You know,
Well,
I mean, I am very genuine. I genuinely care. I mean, we got so many big announcements, so many big cons. One of the ones, I mean, I got a lot of cons that are going to be coming up, and there's a few I really want to talk about. Actually, all I want to talk about, but you know, real honors and real excitement towards with Doomsday's Krypt and what we're doing. And one of them is called Slash and Bash, and that's going to be in Topeka, Kansas. Brett Wagner, the big swag, my dude, that's always joining me over there. You know, he looks much prettier tonight, much prettier tonight. And of course with Beatrice Bupley, Amanda Kruger, the shows we do. There's some cons we're in talks with, because of what I'm doing. I've taken, like, I work with special needs. You know, anybody who knows me knows that. I make McDonald's money. I was working 24/7 last year. I don't do it anymore. So this store and you guys supporting is going to allow me to do it. I don't want to feel like I'm grifting for money with this, but I think each piece is so special. Even above me over there, that's the Doomsday's Krypt shirt, which we're going to talk about. That's the back of it. You always see the front, and we're going to have. It's not just a shirt, right, Ann? Like I was telling you, it's not just a shirt. We got some great ideas, some marketing ideas, some support ideas, and future building ideas.
Absolutely. So when is that Topeka conference?
Topeka is, now I got to look on my phone. You really put me on the spot, Ann. I hate this.
Like
I
this
hate
year,
this. You're asking me to think, and I don't like that. That's what I got you for.
It's one for this year, right?
It is this year. It's in I just want to get the dates right. I want to say September 7th through the 8th weekend. He wanted to do initially Friday, Saturday. I said, let's do the whole weekend, because if we're not just doing Saturday, Sunday, people got to take time off Friday to set up as vendors. I let them see the big picture, and this, as a convention, they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And there's like, instead of doing Saturday, Sunday, we're going to do the whole weekend. And like I said, Tam Glenn, Halloween 5 is going to be there. Brett Wagner, the Big Swag, Beatrice Bupley, Nightmare on Elm Street 5. We're going to be there. This is a big Doomsday's Krypt event. That's, not Doomsday's Krypt event, but event that Doomsday's Krypt will be at, supporting, and, a chance for us to really grow. This is a good opportunity. And also, running into Scarefest. And I'm just going off the top of my head. Scarefest in October, and followed up by Memphis MonsterCon. I'll be hosting the panels. Felissa Rose, Ken Forey, Tom Matthews, CJ Graham. I'm going to be on stage talking to him. And I've been telling Jamie Wright, which hopefully he might pop in tonight. I invited Keith. I've also invited Crypticon Chaz. I dropped the link to everybody. I might, as we're talking, send more, and we're going to show more product. But what we got going in the future, there's so much. I think that's where I needed a nap today, and I was like an all-day stream yesterday. An all-day stream tonight or today. But to do this stream where I'm ready, I'm awake, I got a little rest, which I needed. I'm ready to launch. We got some cool stuff coming in the Krypt. So I'm going to let you talk a little bit, and I'm going to turn on the light. Unfortunately, the background kind of we'll still see, but we're going to pull out some cool product we're going to put in the shop.
All right, sweet. Well, I'll tell you everybody a couple things that are going on with Acro Star. We are in the process of announcing cast for Return of the Corn Zombies, which is a sequel to Attack of the Corn Zombies. That's been on the Acro Star YouTube channel. We've got over 11,000 views of that so far. So we figured let's continue this story. It's going to have a little bit of a darker tone to it, because this is a couple years after the Corn Zombies first appeared, and basically they have spread out worldwide. So a bit more of an Armageddon kind of a feel to it. The happy hippie feel of the first film is a thing of the past. So we're starting to announce cast on that. We've got a link on our Facebook group, which is Indie Horror Films from Acro Star Productions. You can sign up and you'll be notified immediately when we launch our Indiegogo campaign, which, hint, hint, will be sometime next week. So we're really looking forward to getting more locations, more zombies. We had about 50 background extra actors for our first zombie film, and I personally would like to double that for the second one. We'll see if we can make that happen or not, but a lot of that depends on the horror community kind of banding together and giving us some support, because we can't make these movies totally on our own. But yeah, so we've got all of the main cast set for that. A couple other things we've been working on. Inner Beauty is a short film that I directed. It was my directorial debut, and I thank Steve Herman for the opportunity to do that. We have that cut together, filmed it a couple weekends ago. It's cut together and it's off for sound design and mixing. And that should be released by the end of June on our YouTube channel. And then also in post-production, we've got Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, which has a cast of many indie horror scream queens. Yes, Lynn Lowry and I are the villains in that one. We have a different kind of plan for sororities who are trying to get into our sorority. A lot of mayhem, a lot of blood in that one. So I think people will like that. But that's due out.
You know what we need is to do a black light skateboard deck for it and get the cast, you and Lynn, to sign it, and
Oh,
we'll
that'd
put
be
it in the shop because you are part of Doomsday's Krypt. You know, we are family. I always try to tell people I am not Doomsday's Krypt. We are Doomsday's Krypt. We don't make money off people. We make money together. We have a big opportunity to leave a footprint. I mean, I'm old enough now to know that, you know, tomorrow's never guaranteed, and what we do right now is important. And I think what we're doing right now is important, and to be able to do it and present it, it just takes some support. None of us are trying to make money off you. None of us are trying to take advantage of you. We're trying to help all of you guys shine. And I'm a nobody. I mean, I'm a guy who works with this, and we just happen to be doing something really fucking cool. I mean, that's how I see it. We're doing something really, really cool, and I think it's special what we're doing. And it's not easy with what I do. I mean, I'm in a hotel right now, and that's so I can be on the road doing these conventions. That's on the road so I can be showcasing guys like Mr. Toth right here, who is a total hack job, as you see. I mean, this shit is garbage, but we're gonna put it in the store. I got the black light on there. I mean, at the last event, there was just, I had black lights, but it just didn't show what these are. I mean, because without it, it's like that. And then with it, that's pretty fucking badass. You turn off your lights, you hang out, and you want to rest, and you put a bunch of these around you. I'm telling you, it's yoga without actually doing any work. So another thing, since I'm reaching down, I'm dropping off that board, is we're going to be doing the shirts. Now, you can see behind me over here on the top, that's the standard back. But there's other things we can do. There's art we can put on. Mike's willing to do your own custom shirt. So it's special. You always do. I mean, these are your jerseys. I mean, I want each one to be special for each one of you. It's not just a shirt, and I want to keep the price cool. But, you know, when you're wearing it, it's like that's that dude. So, like, we got the Ari Lehman right here. Like, this is a brand new shirt. I guess I could do it. I think it's a medium. If anybody wants it, we'll run a sale on it. The first sale in the store when we open it gets a small. If you want me to sign it or something, we can do that. But it's it's actually an early, it's from Spookala, where Ari was. And Mike did this piece. And, you know, I actually did I got the lettering, but I added that lettering on the shirt. That was just a piece of art, and I did that cool first Jason behind it. But stuff like that, we got all different things on the back of these shirts. Like, I'm just gonna grab a random one because I got like 6 million, and it's cool always walking around with something different. What do we got here? We got another Ari shirt, of course. Ari. Well, Ari's one of our favorite people. Such a good dude. First Jason is so much fun. I like him, bass amp, and whoever the guitarist is at the moment. But bass amp is such a good dude. Ari's such a good dude. Spent a lot of time. I saw him at like 3 shows last year. All the Krypticons. We were in Denver, Kansas City, and Minnesota. And Beatrice was in Kansas City. Brett was in Minnesota. Now, Brett's in Kansas City this year, and that's going to be the last weekend of June, followed up by Indianapolis Days of the Dead, Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds! I can't wait. I mean, like, I'm a horror guy, but the fact that Revenge of the Nerds is going to be there, and some of my favorite actors, and, you know, Booger becoming Snot in American Dad. How cool is that going to be to meet him? We're doing some decks. We're doing, Jesus. In a stand, like, that's the OG without the lettering, where the whole image is there. I'm picking out some bad shirts, and believe me, this is right out of the suitcase. And the reason I can't do this is because this guy Travis Kuhn, who keeps mentioning shit, showed me this rolling technique. Now I roll my shirts all the time, so it's not just unfolding; it's almost like a surprise. Maybe we'll just do surprise shirts. Whatever you get on the back is a surprise. It's going to be some cool Doomsday's Krypt art by Michael Toth, but you're going to get a surprise. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. All right. Come Come on, something different. Something different. All right. Love Ari. Love the OG in the back and stuff, or back over there. But let's see. Come on, something. Oh, this is a good one right here. We did and there's 2 signed VHS boxes, but it's a crossover of CJ Graham. He was in Vengeance 1 and 2. He played Jason's dad in those movies, and I thought it was great. Obviously part 6 Jason. So we used the Vengeance image. Mike drew something, did something cool with it. Actually showcased it. Not showcased it, but brought it to Kansas City Comic-Con, and he signed it. And we got only 2 VHSs done. So those will be in the shop as well, and they're really cool. They come with a keychain with part 6 mask. Stickers, magnets, and keychains. So it's like this. I know I got it probably in one of these boxes, but it's like that. This is the Michael Bailey box. We got a bunch signed. I got the big 3 signed by Brett, Doug Tate, both at Monsterpalooza. Big shout out to my dudes over there. Hopefully they're killing it. If you guys aren't at Monsterpalooza, make sure you go check those guys out and spend some time with them. 2 of the greatest guys I know, like genuine friends, and watching what they do as a friend, it's like, man, or brother. So proud of both of them. So big shout out to you guys if you happen to be watching. But yeah, we put, like, we do the VHS boxes. We slowed down on them because they did real well at first, and we didn't want to do copy and paste, and copyright's a big thing, but we want to do some exclusive cool things. And I think with these cons, it means a lot. But you open it up, you get a keychain, you get a magnet, you get some cool stuff. And we're going to be running big sales on this. I think if you're spending over $150, we're going to throw one of these in there. And one of them might be autographed. So when you open, you already know what you got, but you might get something real special in there with it, a little something added. Because when you buy something in the store, I want to make sure you're like, oh man, I bought that. Oh, I wish I didn't. I want you to go, I bought that and I can't wait to own it. And a lot of these pieces are them. And even we got the DK in the swag box. You might even get a bag with it. And then we put the VHSs in it. I had to take that off and show it because I'm going to another skateboard deck. And I got a ton of these. And not only will we have these ones up, and I can't say too much, but pay attention to the Xenomorph. Doomsday's Krypt's actually working on something. I won't say with somebody. I won't say, but something really cool. I won't say. I feel like I'm talking Doomsday's Pig Latin, but we have something in the works. Woo! All right. Here's a 6 skateboard deck. We got a big film coming out. And we're all big fans here. You know what? I'm going to turn off the lights so we can really see these decks because they got to shine. I got it upside down and everything. But Art the Clown, I mean, this one's going to look good. I got to turn off the lights. Talk a little Acro Star while I do there, Miss Ann Myrna.
All righty. So with Night of the Dead Sorority Babes, that was kind of, I think, the last thing I was talking about. We are looking at release in September. So right now the film is with the composer, and we're having custom music composed for it, and then it will go to sound editing and mixing, and then back to us, add the, finalize the credits and everything. So we do still have an Indiegogo campaign going for that. If you go to sororitybabesmovie.com, you can get to the Indiegogo campaign. And we've got some stuff from set. We have printed posters that were signed on set. You can pre-order either DVD or Blu-ray. And that, again, is a feature film with many indie scream queens, including the iconic Lynn Lowry. And then coming up this year, the only thing besides Return of the Corn Zombies, we're going to do one more short that is going to be titled Avaricious, and we're going to knock that out right after 4th of July weekend, and that's part of the Splintered Love series. So Steve Herman wrote a book that's an anthology called Splintered Love, and so it's a series of short stories. And we're adapting some of those to film, and then Avaricious is kind of a new one that we thought about. And so the ultimate goal with those is once we get 4 of them knocked out, then we will combine those onto a DVD and have that available on physical media. So in the meantime, you can watch those and actually a lot of other Acro Star content as well on the Acro Star Films YouTube channel. So if you just go to YouTube and search for Acro Star, you will find us right away. You can see several features out there. About the only one I didn't talk about tonight is Disremembered. So that one is actually completed, and it's a psychological horror feature film. We decided to do a short festival run with that. We typically don't do that with a lot of our films, but we wanted to get some different kind of exposure. So we've actually entered several international film festivals and should have some results coming from that. One in particular during June, and then another one in a couple of months. And then after we complete that short film festival circuit, we will go ahead and release that. But if you want to order that on physical media, again, we have an Indiegogo campaign that is still open where you can buy either DVD or Blu-ray, and those get shipped immediately. I had somebody actually ask me this past week whatever happened to their Blu-ray that they ordered, and all of those that were pre-ordered shipped in April. And it was a weird circumstance where this person had somebody else getting their mail for a while. And since it was like a little package, the person who was accepting the mail had put it to the side and didn't give it to the actual recipient until he asked about it, because I had, showed him that, well, yeah, we did ship it. I'm happy to ship another one if it got lost. But he did find his Blu-ray. So he's probably watching that this weekend. So we do try to make good on our word with all the Indiegogo campaigns. If there's any ever an issue or question or whatever, just shoot us an email or DM, and we're happy to help you out, because we want to make sure that you get your stuff that you're entitled to through our campaigns. And we appreciate all the support that we've gotten from so many people around the world.
Well, I think what you guys are doing is amazing in Acro Star, and and not just what you're doing as far as product. I mean, you guys are putting out. You know how I feel about It Came From Somewhere, and you guys have done so many really cool films, but to watch that, that it almost has that Fallout vibe, but aliens instead of post-apocalypse. And yeah. I love that vibe that came through in that movie. So I got to say that. And, Doomsday's Krypt's always happy to be supporting all these indie projects. And we want your stuff in the store as well. We've talked about it. We haven't confirmed anything, but we want to make sure people have nowhere to go and a way to support you guys, so you guys can do what you can do and raise that funds. Because Steve is an incredible talent. I know that's why you follow him. He's a strange dude like me, but you see that we got some ideas that could be a lot of fun, and you got a way of being down to earth and organized, which is what guys like myself need, so we can do what we do. And I added some boards up there. Like, I actually stood up for you guys. I didn't want to get out of my chair, but we got some cool ones up there. These are all going to be in the store. And I even got more decks that we got. I mean, we got a lot of cool. And these are pieces that you can sit with. These are pieces that, this is a Nightmare on Elm Street 5 deck that I'll be bringing to Crypticon, Minnesota. I'm in the room with, I don't know how well you can hear me because I'm way back now from my mic, and I don't know how my mic is. But I'll be sitting with Beatrice, Mama Kruger, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and also I was just at his wedding. One of my favorite people in the world, Michael Bailey Smith. We're going to get them to sign it. Lisa Wilcox and Danny Hassel are going to be in the same room. So we're going to be bringing that, Doomsday's Krypt awesome and our Nightmare on Elm Street awesome. We're going to be doing more decks and everything. We're going to be doing Michael Bailey deck. Each one's going to have their own deck. It's going to be special. I thought I had it up, but I had the DK and the B deck. We'll get that signed. So if somebody wants the signed original DK and the B deck that you see in my profile pictures. I know my value decreases it, but she might sign it and that'll increase it. So it balances it to a decent price deck. You know, me devaluing something like that and her amazing autograph with a kick-ass deck and kick-ass art would be pretty sick to own. Like, I'd be jealous. I'd hate to send it out. I might I don't know. I just won't be happy when it goes, but I think it'd be really cool for somebody to own. Just like this. And we're going to be doing more of it. We got the Return of the Living Dead. We got Jason Lives, Tom Matthews. I'll be seeing a lot. Probably one of the best. I mean, take away Tommy Jarvis. That guy is one of the coolest dudes you will ever meet. One of the nicest guys you will ever meet. And one of the best people you will ever meet. But look at that right there. That's the Doomsday's Krypt skateboard deck. Now, normally we sell skateboards for like $200. Again, it's got me. So we might have to do a reduced fund, a sale on it and sell it so Mike can do something of actual art. No, just kidding. But these are the decks. These are what we're doing in the Krypt. This is just a small sample of what we put on the table. These items are so cool. And I'm so proud of Michael Toth. And now that I'm sitting down, I want to go through the chat and anybody who's saying anything. I already see Justin Harvey's here, who got the Jenna Jameson autograph for. We're going to be doing a Justin Harvey Doomsday's Krypt shirt with his podcast art on the back. And I'm excited to put that in the shop. I will talk to you more about that. I have the file for it and it'll be available. This kind of money, that kind of shirt, 100% goes to Justin. This is his thing. I don't care. It's a Justin Harvey shirt. DK is honored to put it out there. So all the money will go to him. Any profits, obviously the only thing I'm asking is cover costs. That's a big deal for me. I'm not here to make money. I got a job. I work hard. I love my job. It's real special. It don't pay a whole lot, but I love it. And it allows me to do this. So, Acro Star. I feel that the dead silence here now. Ann, you're supposed to be taking over.
I thought you were going for questions.
Actually, now to keep going, I was talking about, Brett and Beatrice being at an event, Tam Glenn. We want to, it's in my area, and Doomsday's Krypt wants to show love and support. And we're actually working on something really cool we can't talk about, but we will kind of talk about because this event could be really good. And some of the guests we're talking about adding on, if we can get the pre-sales going, the vendor tables going, just a little bit of this, the dotting the I's, crossing the T's for this event. It could be really, really good. And I'm excited to have this man on. And, I'm happy to support, and he's been supporting back. Slash and Bash is Keith the Critic. Well, welcome, my friend.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing well, man.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
One of Indy's best.
Oh, yeah.
And Myrna. I mean, she is amazing. Yeah. I think we need to get her to Slash and Bash because, when it comes to Doomsday's Krypt, we're family. And she's family, but what she does is incredible. So
the timing is a problem with Slash and Bash though, because I'm making the zombie movie at the same time. And
maybe you have to do film the zombie movie right at Slash and Bash. Incorporate a zombie movie into a con. I'd be down with that. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a fun final scene. What do you think, Keith?
I think it'd be great. Come on.
We're all about the fun.
We can't do a company move to that extreme.
You can't confirm for other people. That's a shame. No. But Keith, welcome, man.
How we do hey, if we do well with our crowdfunding campaign, I'll drag everybody from Illinois to Kansas. So what the heck?
Hey, listen, we got a lot of cornfields and stuff in Kansas.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're did. I mean, you guys do your cornfield movies. I mean, if there's, I mean, there's no better location, and I'm not even joking. This is actually serious.
It
Than
is.
in like Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas. Like, if I'm gonna film a movie, which I may be, you know, I'm gonna be using this area because the nature is there outside your door.
It's just, yeah, you can just go outside and you can, it's so, what is it? It's just an amazing setting in Missouri, Kansas, all that. It's just Nebraska and all that. Just amazing. So, yeah.
Now, I hate to cut things off, but I mean, I'm looking at the chat and I got to talk about it a little bit, everything. But, I'm an old guy and one of my old
Wait a minute.
old,
You're not older than
old,
I am. You're
but
not
old. I'm talking old friends is in the chat. And
Yeah.
we talked about it this weekend, but next weekend, he's got this new guitar. I don't know if I'm gonna just buy a drum set and jam because it'll be fun, or do some crappy vocals. But we're gonna do something cool and add some music to Doomsday's Krypt. And I think Frank will be a big part of it. Whether I actually am in the band. I mean, I could get kicked out. I mean, this dude's an asshole. He'll kick me out. But honestly, he's great. And maybe I'll have to take him with me, and maybe we'll put on some music out there. Not me, him. We'll do some fun things. Like I said, I want to add a lot of fun. This event in Topeka, Kansas, I'm going to be bringing what I can to it. You've been an open book. You're bringing on DK and the B. You're bringing Beatrice Bupley, Amanda Kruger, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, that people love. The big swag, Brett Wagner, who as well. The Kemper Kill 03, slamming that door, smashing the Kemper's head.
Yes.
I mean, so much going on, man. Like, talk about what you're bringing in already.
Okay, besides the people you just named, I'm also bringing out Julianne Prescott. And if you don't know who she is, you're going to learn. She wrote and
I was in a film. I have a cameo in one of her films.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I was like, the Camp Blood Clown Killer is back. I'm there on a TV screen. Yeah, I did it. That's a cameo in there. It's a bad cameo. I was a lot fatter. My face was fuller, and I left them like 20 minutes of fucking real. And they used the Camp Blood Clown Killer is back, which was great. But it had nothing Doomsday's Krypt. Like, I wanted Doomsday's Krypt behind there. What happened there? No, but it was cool as hell. I enjoyed it.
She wrote and directed a cheerleader camp elimination, and the first showing ever it's going to be at Slash and Bash Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival this year. So that is something that she's so nice to talk to, and we interviewed her the other day, and she's so nice, and she's just grateful that this is the opportunity to show this. And I'm telling you what, it is. I can't wait to see it either. I haven't even got to watch it, so there you go. But so also she stars in with Dylan Finn, Harvey, and all that, and this is going to be such a great movie. It is. I hope it is, because I trust in her judgment. So there you go.
Well, Patricia, I'm looking at the comments now. Donating and supporting sorority movie is really cool. I know. I mean, every dollar matters when people invest. And I know with what you're doing, Keith, in this event, it's about the fans. Like, me and you talk a lot. It's not about anything except for, and I probably drive you crazy, but I put my name with what you're doing, and I'm honored to do it. And the fact that you're allowing us to come in and do what we're going to do, we want to make this fun for the fans. We want to make every fan that comes through the door feel good. We want every guest that's there, make them feel, enjoy, like they actually had a chance to talk to these people. These are good people where you have for guests.
Yes, they are. And somebody else is Tamara Glenn is coming out. And she
Yes.
stars in Halloween 5 and she stars in Terrifier 2, which I'm going to have her sign the poster for me because,
And Savage Vengeance. I love that
yeah.
poster she's right on top of.
Oh, yeah.
Tamara is such a good, down-to-earth person. Congratulations to her with her new grandson. I believe his grandson. But it's made such a difference. She's working with in the nursing field, and as a person, I can say a friend. I couldn't be more proud to see what she's doing and her giving back, because her acting and stuff like that, it's a part of her life, but who she is very different. Yes. And to be able to spend the time, I think it's going to be a good event for everybody to meet her and see how amazing she is, and people like Brett, Beatrice. I mean,
and also we're bringing out Jen Nagel. And she's gonna she's coming out to show Body Count, and
I love it.
Yes, and she might come as Medusa, so you never know about that. So yeah, but yeah, this is so it's just something that me and the Slasher Bash crew, there's like 8 of us, and we put this together for 20 years. And I thought that we need to have a big celebration, and it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good one. I keep telling people, and we haven't, it's one of those events where I know how hard you and the team are working behind the scenes, and it's putting something together is never easy, and making it successful is another a step to it. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this successful. We're going to bring in what we can. I got your back. We're going to hype it. We're going to support it. I'm bringing in the community I deal with. We're bringing them in, because my people that I deal with and part of my life, we're bringing that in heavy. We're going to be coming supporting. It being an hour away, and the love that you guys have shown me, I'm going to be giving back 10 times. I mean, you invited the best, and I won't let you down or them down. We're going to be rocking and rolling with these stores, these conventions, and this event's going to be special. And this is one you guys are going to want to buy tickets for, vend at, because we're talking about some really, really good things that if we can get the support to bring to this event, I mean, like, we're not trying to hold that. We're not promising more than we can give.
Right.
But if we get it and we get the support, we are happy to give what we have the potential to give.
And by the way, none of us make any money off this at all, because we just want to break even. And that's
what the hell is money?
Yeah, I know.
I feel like every time I got it, it's like,
yeah. But see, we're not in it to make money. We just want to make the fans happy. And there's so many horror film fans in Kansas, Missouri, all over the country. And we just want to please the people that come out. And I bring in so many guests from the past and all that. And I just want to, continue this. And, like we all do, we just want to continue having this. And it's
exactly what I was saying about like tonight in the store. I mean, I don't make money at this. And I was working 7 days a week, so I had the money to do it, but I don't make a lot now.
Right.
I mean, so now when I buy things, it hurts a lot more, where it's like, no big deal. I'll do it. I'll grab it. I'll go to this event. I'll travel. I'll spend this money. I don't have that option anymore. I don't.
I'll tell you what.
But we have built something really cool. I mean, we have, and these items that we're going to be selling are going to be cool. We're going to be doing Slash and Bash exclusive stuff when we go. My friends being there, like this stuff, when you guys own it, that'll let the next wave so we can support events like the Slash and Bash coming out and come up with new stuff. Keep these artists, because I'm so proud of the people. Like I set up a table and people say, oh, well, I do. Yeah. I put a lot of heart in it. I want to, but if it wasn't for these guys that do this stuff, Vinny Cucarato is working on some legendary stuff right now. Doomsday's Krypt exclusive stuff that can't wait to show. As you see, even in here, Josh Lucas, who did the Three-Eyed Demon. I have two of them. He has the original one because we painted the eyes. There was a different paint color, and it was just different, but it's still a badass piece. I got to show it. Like I got to tell him to mail it to me so we can put it on the table, because it was just very different. And even with that piece, like I want to sell one so I can do the next one, because we got some ideas to evolve it and make it even cooler, because we went with the light up eyes, the red eye. When you see it in person, Ann will tell you that cool. Three-Eyed Demon piece is fucking cool. It is. It's real cool. It's badass.
Also, if you want to look up, just go to slashabashfilmfestival.com and you'll get all the information. And now is the website updated? I know it was.
It's all updated with guests and everything, because I don't want people to go.
Not yet. All
right. But we're going to keep we're going to keep them updated in Doomsday's Krypt. Anybody watching, we will, as soon as the website's updated and everything. Now, Ann's the type of person you need to talk to, Keith, to keep this stuff organized and a part of. No, I'm serious. Like,
well, she
is as value. I mean, hire this lady right here, because she can help get this organized.
Well, see, there's a new logo and all that stuff, and you can get tickets to get there. Just go to shop, or you can get tickets, or if you want to be a vendor, you can be a vendor for only $75 for 3 days. You can't beat that.
I bet even if they bought like 4 spots or something, you could probably even give a good value on that as well. Like the more you buy, you can get probably a price on it. I'm guessing not big time, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but we want as much the vendor spot selling, and you guys being there and showcasing is what's going to help this convention happen.
Oh yeah.
And I think even if we see this interest growing, we see this support coming, we see these ticket sales going, we see these vendors want it, we can always upgrade. I don't see, like in the area you're in, I think, and I got your back to do this.
Well,
we can upgrade to do some really incredible things. If we can put some stuff in a movie theater, like we got plans for this show to do.
Oh, yes, we do. But you know what? I had to cancel a year because I had my strokes about 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And then we couldn't do it the 1 year because of COVID. But this has been around now for altogether for 22 years. But I'm telling you what, if you come out, you're going to enjoy the people. There's be tons of vendors and food will be served. You can do what you want, man. It's
a family.
And guess how much it is? Guess how much it is? It's only $25 for 3 days. You can't beat that.
That's so you guys can spend money on the vendors, so you can spend money on the food, so you can spend money on these guests. Yes. Like I talked to another guy, and I got to give him a lot of props. He was across from me, SC Con, South Carolina Con, in obviously South Carolina, but he's the same way. It's like he wants to bring in great guests, but he wants to make it so you don't spend your bank just getting through the doors.
Yes.
And where you have it, the one special thing about where you have this event going on, it's a town. It's a family environment. It's not a city. This is a place where, you're not getting people that are just trying to, like the business that you're going to be bringing into that town, those restaurants, those stores. it means a lot. And we're going to be talking with them to make sure that they know we're there for them and see what we can all do together to make this really pop. I think this
Yes.
event could be really, really special.
Yeah, it's just like, this was successful. Then I had my show, all that stuff. But I'm just trying to bring the festival back how it used to be when we brought in Adrian Barbeau and people like that, who's a fantastic person as well. But, I just want to bring, we got some fantastic.
It's the environment.
It's the environment. Yes.
My parents are a big part of what I'm doing because the environment that horror conventions bring.
Yes.
And I do not want this to fail at all. Like this is my home, Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri.
Yes.
What you're trying to do, and the fact that you've embraced me the way you have, and see what we can actually work on together and bring to this event to do something iconic. Like if I'm putting my name on something, we're going all out. Like,
oh yeah,
everybody out there, like this event is no joke. We're bringing that heat.
I tell you what, and also we're having Slash a Bash / Film Freeway projects, and people can send those to the filmfreeway.com, and because we're judging all these movies as well. It's just something that needs to happen. And and it's going to be on September the 6th through the 8th of September. So come on out and just have fun, man. And we're going to announce the hotels and all that stuff later on, So
we're going to work with the businesses. Like, talked a lot, and this is your event, but I mean, like, I got this time, and we got a great team here in the Doomsday's Krypt, whether it's Ann Myrna, Travis Kuhn always says, like, what do I do? But, I got to give this dude a shout out. This dude's traveling with me everywhere, Travis Kuhn. This guy is doing some amazing things in the horror community. Like he's here, and I'm just real proud and honored that this dude is sticking by my side. I'm proud and honored with Ann. Ann's met Travis. He'll drive you nuts, but what a fucking great guy. I mean, for real, he's such a good dude, and I've been lucky enough to meet these people. Like, it's not just these artists and talents. For some reason, this guy, this fool, has met some of the best people ever. I mean, I met Brett, I met Beatrice, I met Michael Toth, I met you, I met Ann, I've met these filmmakers. You can go all over. I see Amy Cody here, who's doing her thing. Jefferson Starship asked a question. I have to answer it because I believe, Jefferson, you are from Palm Springs. Make sure I understand. Now, I think your event would have been cool. Like, he brought in Mark Burnham and Brett Wagner. So my sister was out there. I was out there for my birthday. And I think what they're doing out there is amazing. So don't take anything away from it. It was just an awkward thing when you have a Magic card game type event and horror legends. Now, if you brought in the cast of Revenge of the Nerds or something, and I mean this all due respect, people would love it. Like, people would,
I would too.
I mean, card game players don't want to see Brett or Mark, and that's no knock on them. They don't want to see me either. But you got to have the right people for the right events. I mean, as far as Mark and Brett go, I think a Texas Chainsaw Massacre featured event, I'd do something. I'd be down to get together for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, sell some tickets, do some awesome merch. Yes. I mean, Brett's carrying around these skateboard decks too. We're all about that merch. Doing something cool, Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed. I'm down for, but it has to be a theme. I wouldn't expect, fans of, the Wonder Years or some, or a show, to come to that event. You have to meet your crowd. You can't expect it is what it is. And that's where I think some cons have trouble. And I see some crossing over where I'm actually trying to present what Doomsday's Krypt brings with the horror community.
Yeah.
You have a Comic-Con, you reach a certain base. We're horror. I mean, Doomsday's Krypt is horror, and I want us to be that place. And with Slash and Bash, I want to make sure, what you guys do, we do. We do something cool, man. I'm excited. I'm real excited.
I am too. I am. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think there's something real special going on. I mean, in the horror community, we just need to have each other's backs, and we can do something real amazing.
But one thing about filmmakers and actors and writers and all that in the horror community, normally we all stick together on what we're doing. That's one thing I like about. I review movies now for 38 years, all kinds of movies, but the horror and sci-fi community really, it's not, if you make great horror and sci-fi movies, then let people know. So many artists and writers and everything, the actors and writers and everything, they should be honored for what they're doing, but they're not honored at the Oscars or the Emmys or whatever, and that's why we all skid together on this. It's just something that I just love.
I think most of us don't need that kind of praise. I mean, knowing that, even for me, making a difference for one person, I'm sure you've all had that experience. I mean, I can pick out one person that for whatever reason, you make a difference for them. If you can do it for more than one, that's awesome. But even to just, do what we're doing to make that difference for one person. And I think with this con and what Ann's doing with her films and Acro Star and the people that, the people I talk about and showcase, like, listen, I'm not going to ever publicly talk down about anybody.
No.
All I want to do is talk good about the ones I know. And the ones I know are real special people. This lady right here, real special. This guy down here, special. We do because we care and we want to give back. We want you guys to be a part of it. And in order to do this and have this family, it doesn't take a lot. It just takes a little support. And we are going to be opening the shop, even though we've rambled on about it. But I think this is a stream because everything behind me is going to be for sale. And we're going to run a sale on it. So I want to touch base on that. And going into Slash and Bash, we're going to be doing some, I think we got some cool things we can do artistically to bring for each one of these guests. And it's going to be special.
It is. It is.
But
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. No. I rambled on long enough.
I was kind of wondering what she had to say because she's not talking.
Well, she's just sitting there looking pretty. Like,
well, I know.
Well, thank you very much. You guys are making me wish that I wasn't making a zombie movie that weekend.
You gotta do it. I'm not even joking. Do it out here. Bring the cast, bring the crew.
Oh,
talk to the people. Talk to people, and maybe we can make it. Maybe we can make the location an event.
I'm the producer, so I have to talk to my business partner and
think about it. I think it'd be a great announcement to be filming out there. If you need extras, maybe we can do something really fun if you can make it work. I think Keith being out there and what he does, we could find a location and bring the team out there and not just make this film a film, but make it an event for the horror community to be involved in and watch you guys do it. So they can't wait to buy the autographs and the Blu-rays and what we do and make it fun and involve everybody.
You're a good spin doctor.
You know what? I'm opening the store. You're running the shop. I got to make sales. I'm a salesman. And Travis and Thomas Bruce too and Jordan Bruce are much better at it because I usually set up the table and I'm just exhausted the rest of the weekend walking around for whatever reason. And those guys there,
it's
holding it up. And my parents.
Yeah, you don't like to stay at your own table. That I can attest
No,
to.
I am not
You
a sitter.
wander around,
Like,
and
it's
then
weird.
the
I'm sitting in
sister
this
would come
stream, but I
and
am not.
you're like,
I don't like to
"What do you
stand
have?" And
still.
I'm
I
like,
don't.
I don't know what this stuff all represents. So let me
Yeah, what do
catch
I
me
do? And then it's
up
like, but I mean, it's just the Doomsday's Crypt way. You know, if you're at a con and there's a Doomsday's Crypt table, I might not be there. I'm just wandering around, but I got
Yeah,
all these great people that
I
like
see.
stand.
Yeah,
But
I
that's I'm
see
just.
you. You're interviewing or taking pictures and all that.
Well, I don't even
And
do
I
that
was like,
much. I just
hey,
wander. That's
yeah,
all.
you
I just
do.
wander. I mean, like, there's like I'm not even like there's so many conversations and interactions I have, and luckily Travis was there. Travis caught a lot of it in Chicago because there's so much that has been missed in the journey. And honestly, when I was I was heavier. I mean, you met me when I was heavier. I've lost a slight bit of weight but I just didn't like my picture being taken. I'm very self-conscious. I wear a beanie because I just hate, having my hair out. I'm very self-conscious when it comes to shit. So, there wasn't a lot of documenting, but now there will be. I mean, Travis is there. He keeps putting me on film. He keeps documenting this stuff, and we got all this cool merch. So, I guess we'll just go from there. It's it's me growing too as a person, getting used to this because it really blows my mind.
Yeah. Hey, I need to lose some weight too, so don't worry about that. So everybody
I
needs
lost weight. What are you saying?
Yeah.
Now,
I remember last time I went to the doctor, he said, "You need to lose some weight." I said, "Yeah, I know."
Well, if I went to the doctor now, I'd be like, "You need to stop drinking Monster," and I'd be like, "Hey, dude, you're out of your fucking mind."
by the way,
that's how I live. That's I don't bleed red. I bleed Monsters. I mean,
by the way,
bleed Monsters to get.
By the way, I can't drink a Monster drink. I tried many years ago, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Can't drink a Monster drink. I drink a Monster drink. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys need to start paying me because I am just always like sipping a Monster or something. It's like it's bad for you, but they do some cool horror stuff.
Oh man!
But I mean, I'm excited about this shop. I haven't even showed a fraction of what we're doing, but it's not even about the shop opening. We're gonna get that open. All these items we're talking about is gonna be in the shop. I got to put my info in there. Ann's got some things to install in the store, but this is something that's going to happen. We're going to be running some huge sales, and I got so much to show still. But forget what we're showing and selling. Talking with you guys and about what we're doing in the horror community, the sales, the store can wait.
Oh yeah. It's just like, it's just like we just want to give something back to the fans of what we're doing, because we can show independent movies, which is great. Film Freeway helps me out so many years. And it's just something that I love to do. And it's just like, it's just, it's something that I can just take in and enjoy it. And like I said, we have like 8 people doing this throughout the year. And it's just like, now John's helping us now. So that's good. And, another energy drink.
I got to do an advertisement, Monster. I think this is the face you need.
But yeah, man, it's just like, bottom line, we just would give something back to the viewers. And that's why we love independent movies. I like, some feature films, which we're going to show a couple. But, and then there's so many great independent filmmakers that are going to have their works shown at Slash and Bash.
Well,
So
and this, that's so important.
Keith, are you going to have like a separate like screening room from the?
Yeah, there's a separate screening room that holds like 200 people.
Cool.
So, yeah. And then, because It's going to be there for 3 days, and you can just come out and you can go to vendors, you can get something to eat, you can get something to drink, liquor or non-liquor, and it's just, and then you can watch some really great movies. There's going to be presentations with the actors, the writers, the some of the stars,
You know what
movies
I
as
want to
well.
do, Keith?
Huh?
And I don't mean to cut you off. It's that I think would be huge for us if we can get this done. And I think with support, we probably could. I know I'm not sure in your area, but even at another event
Excuse me.
is the drive-in. I want to bring. I mean, they do the
Oh
drive-in
God.
on the East Coast. I think we need to do the drive-in, be showing these indie films. Kids get to go. I mean, go
Well,
after school at night on the weekends, have something fun to do, affordable.
We were just talking
A
about
movie,
what
food.
actress did you spend time with a couple of weeks ago from Friday the 13th and all that? Jamie.
Well, I didn't really spend any time with her, but are you talking? I spent time with Warrington Gillette, and he actually wants to come on the show. Part 2, Jason. He's working he's working on an independent film right now.
Yes.
And wants to come on to see if we can, as the fans, can support this man and his project. So I'm down with that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I can't remember her name. She's
you're asking, you know what? And I know
that's right.
The redhead, the orange. And now you forgot, and it made me forgot. So
Jennifer or something. Flacco.
No, it's not Jennifer. It's what is it?
What is her name?
Oh, Jennifer Blanco.
Yeah, yes. We talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I think she'd be a great guest.
Yeah.
Kind of
and she can come out and show her movie, and it'd be a great drive-in feature.
Oh, I mean,
because we have a drive-in, a portable drive-in, but we have.
I'd love to do a Texas chain. I mean, like a Texas. Like we can't get ahead of ourselves.
No, we can't.
Have a team that's in the works, but for next year, because Brett's DK and the swag, along with the 03 Kemper kill Leatherface. Like he is more than that. But we do a Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing. Brett will be there.
Yes.
We'll get Mark Burnham there. I mean, these guys would love to come, and these guys are good people. Like I got to spend time with Mark Burnham. And let me tell you one thing about 2022's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I'm going to show my dude love. Whether you love that movie or hate it, that dude was a beast as Leatherface, and it had some amazing slasher moments. Whether it's a good Texas Chainsaw Massacre film or not, that's a debate, but I'll take it as a slasher. I expected the worst, and I was like, man, there is some awesome in this film.
Yeah. Yeah, we had Jennifer Flacco come out and show her movie too Friday. That's something that we can do in the future.
Great. I mean, you bring Kane. I mean, there's, you know what? I'll say one thing, and I don't know all these people. Like I know them. I'm sure they kind of know me, but there's just people I talk to and I'm friends with, and I'm sure if there was a project or a plan, I'd approach them. I just don't like to bother people too much.
See, that's what I don't like to do.
But if I have something in the works and it's worth reaching out to somebody, like the next guest we're talking about having come, that could be a real, like we can't say too much, but this guest could be, in my opinion, something really, really special.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that. And I think this kind of announcement, you guys in the chat and you guys listening, could really be good. I mean, like it's somebody who you're not going to hear about, that's been out there, this year on conventions, but he's such an important person in a franchise.
Yes.
I think it's undervalued. And I think the fans coming together with this guest announcement possibility could really be special for everybody, not just us, not just you, not just the fans, but him too.
No, yeah. It's something that we, like we said, if it works, then we'll let everybody know. So yeah.
We got some things in the works. I mean, I want
we
people to be
do.
excited about this event, and you guys supporting this. I mean, this is, you know, I got a lot riding on this. Keith's got a lot riding on it. I think Topeka, Kansas has a lot riding on this. But I think what we got riding on this, if we do right, could be really, really special.
And by the way, Slash and Bash is the longest running film festival in Kansas. Slash and Bash Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a great celebration. Yeah, it's just something that I can't believe it's been around for 20 years. Well, 22 years, but it's just, I started many years ago, almost 40 years ago in radio and TV. And I was just like, man, I love in the movie business and I love announcing great horror and sci-fi movies, man. It's just something I love to do, You love it. You guys love it too. It's just something you love it.
I had times I get confused. Like with horror, like I'm not an expert. Like Peter Anthony, you ask him any Friday 13th question.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Answer. Like I'm a horror fan. Like I've watched all these movies. I don't study all these movies, but I am legitimately a fan. I mean, when I meet these people and get to know them on a different level, like for me, part 6, I can't, Peter probably noticed a piece of ketchup on the left-hand corner of something, Yeah. Or it's like, dude, I just watched the film. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But you got those fans. I'm just a casual fan, just like anybody else. So I don't have time to focus on one thing or the other. But when I can come together with my horror family, with my acting family, with my talented family, with these talented artists, I mean, that's what I want to do with my time. And it's really cool in that sense, because a lot of these people coming to Slash and Bash, Beatrice is ultimately Freddy Krueger's mom. Brett is ultimately the Kemper Kill, Leatherface, the Crazies. But
that's how he started.
Our shows are special. I think that being there, DK and the B, DK and the Swag, and what we can do can add to that, because for whatever reason, I'm lucky enough to do shows with both. And I think it's something that the fans really enjoy getting to know them. And the fact that I get to do that with them is really cool. And with Slash and Bash, if you're watching from Slash and Bash and you don't know about Doomsday's Krypt, Brett Wagner and Beatrice Buckley are, a huge part of Doomsday's Krypt. Yes. These shows are, for me, really special. I mean, I've been honored. We've had Brian Bremer on. We've had Tom Matthews on. We've had one of my favorite SFX guys, Joe Castro. That guy is a beast. Like, I always got to shout him out. I mean, Tam Glynn was our first guest on DK and the Bees Horror. Yeah. We've had different promoters like yourself. Jamie Wright we had on the show, and ultimately asked me to run the panels in Memphis, and that's a huge honor. So this is going to be the background for the panels. I'm going to be like, let's get the panel room. We're doing black light if I can. I want to make it an environment and a fun, because I'm at a lot of events, and panels I think fall through the loop. I think they need to be more fun and integrated, and involve the vendors as well, to kind of experience the whole situation together. So I'm going to see what I can do with that event, Memphis Monster Con. But
I'll tell you what, Tom Matthews came out 3 years ago to Slash and Bash, and I got to meet him, and we talked and all that stuff. And he came out to show. Mark is such a great guy, and then he gave me his phone number, and I lost this. I'm coming to Krypticon So be prepared. And, that's just something that I love to do. And, that's something that, it's just, I know so many people, we all do, from the horror film community. It's just like, wow, it's just an honor. But yeah, I'm going to go over and talk with
It's
him.
like two of my favorite people. I mean, honestly, with Beatrice, it's one of those films that, Nightmare on Elm Street 5 was, it was a different part in the series, but my favorite thing in that film was Amanda Kruger. And, I mean, that is what stuck out to me. And now she's like my best friend. I mean, like, I love Beatrice. Like, there's when I do shows, like even with Brett or Ann, who's with me, when you guys are talking to me, when you guys are on with me, I care about you guys. You guys are my favorite people in the world. And what you guys do, it's special to me. It's special to be a part of this. Like, I am honored to be doing what I'm doing. I'm honored to be showcasing these guys. I'm honored to be talking to talented people like Ann and people trying to do something special in their community like you, and artists like Michael Toth, and mask makers like Daniel Cruz and Jesse Aarons, and guys making incredible things like Josh Lucas and Vinny's working. Like, I'll show, like, we got a Doomsday's Krypt. We have a file made by Mauro Miskowitz. I don't want to, like, we got the top file guy, 3D file guy, who wants to work with us. So anything we can dream, we can do. I mean, that's literally what we can do. I mean, like, I want us to be having exclusive rights to things. Like, I have big plans for what we're doing in Doomsday's Krypt, because I want to bring the best, but I also want to bring value to what we're doing. But aside from that, we got a Doomsday's Krypt 3-eyed demon file. We got it ready, and Vinny's already got the dio done, and this is incredible. Vinny does the Myers house. Vinny did that Return of the Living Dead piece. So understand, this Doomsday's Krypt piece isn't like, it's a work of art that we're going to be going. I don't know how much I'll be able to bring it, because it's a work of art, and traveling with something so awesome, just like the Return of the Living Dead. I'll be bringing it to Slash and Bash, but there's only certain places I'll bring it, because traveling cross country with it's not meant to move. But this is a guy who does some, like, he in film, and what my plans are with Doomsday's Krypt and growing as a filmmaker, because we plan on growing into films, supporting filmmakers and projects like what Ann's doing, and a distribution way for all of us to succeed, where we're not independent anymore. We're dependent on each other. We support each other. But with that said, Vinny is one of those guys who can do like the Star Wars dios. Like, we could do, like, he'd sit there and make the Beetlejuice town in front of you, where you can make it happen. And you get to see this guy's physical art with somebody's art with the camera to make come to life. Like, we have that potential to do it. We have that talent to do it. Guys like Joe Castro, I'm going to announce like a lot of these guys behind the scenes that I want to work with, and I'm stating that I want to work with, because what they can bring to life, and the ideas I have, and the talent I think we can bring together to do these projects, next level. Oh, yeah. You don't need the huge budget. We need a budget. But we can do cool things.
Yeah, we all do.
I think, it just takes that one thing that people love. And I think we, if there's anybody who deserves it, it's the people in Doomsday's Krypt. It's these artists. It's these mask makers. It's, these SFX guys. It's people like Ann sitting next to me who work so hard to make it happen.
Yeah.
And this shop is going to, be a foundation for all of it. We're not selling NECA. We're not selling you a shower curtain. We're selling special. Like, every piece behind me has been on a table. Every piece is special. every piece needs a home, and I want it to go to a home so we can make some new things for new homes. And we can, you'll always like that deck behind me. It's we'll use it as, it's a Scream stab deck. There's only one. Go, the Scream people are out there, get it signed. That's the only skateboard deck out there. That's Doomsday's Krypt. That's been seen on tables. To me, that adds value with these journeys. When the store launches, when we do these cons, when I bring a table to Topeka, Kansas, when I bring my friends to Topeka, Kansas, we're bringing that heat. We're bringing that fire. We're bringing it right. And this is an event that people aren't going to want to miss.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly correct, man. But, and tell you what, I'm so proud of the people that have worked with me for 20 years. I'm grateful to those people because they never steer away from the success that we were having. And then, with the COVID and all that going on, it's something that we're trying to bring back.
Life has been hard for all of us, and I think we got in our comfort zones.
Yes.
And getting out of it. I'm still feeling the effects. I don't know when I have downtime what to do with myself. And my friends will tell you, dude, stop. Just stop it, because I don't know what to do with free time, but I need to use it. And that's just a fact. So my friends watching, Michael Toth knows exactly what I mean, and other friends. But I'm focused, when it comes to, showtime, that's what we do. We get it together. We make it happen. We got ideas. We got plans. And, all of us have an opportunity to leave a footprint on this. Yeah. I'm almost 50. We're not spring chickens, any of us, but, we have this opportunity to, it's not about money, but leave that mark where it's like, you know what? They were cool. Yeah. That's just cool, I guess. Add on cool, but to be able to do something. I mean, and did you ever think that you'd be good friends with Lynn Lowry and be acting with her?
No.
And you're perfect for it and you deserve it. But when you think about it, it's like, Lynn Lowry's a good friend of yours. I know. We're going to get her on the show. You're going to be my co-host for that one. We're going to be talking about that film a lot. And we're going to make sure you guys out there support it and buy lots of copies and kiss my good friend Ann Myrna's ass because she deserves it. But no, but seriously, when you think about it, it's like, I know.
It's so weird because for me, my entire career was in information technology. And I essentially retired and then got into filmmaking, and I'm working harder than I ever have, but I'm happier than I've ever been about what I'm doing. It's really incredible.
One of the things with me, even with the store, it's like, Anna offered, but I know how busy and hardworking she is, and I know how I am with last minute stuff. Even with this show tonight, we do last minute. I think she kind of even understands more. It's like John I don't know what John's doing, but when he kind of does it, I'll get it. Is that about right, in? Like, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't even know if he can explain it, but we'll just do it and figure it out, kind of deal.
Yeah, but so I figured out a way, I think, to work with you. And spending so many years as a consultant has taught me that I can't communicate the same way with everybody because everybody's individual. And so I know with you, if I can get you to record some videos for me, where you just pretend like you're at your table.
Well, I just told you I ain't doing topless stuff. My boobs are paper. That's going to be extra, and that is going to be cost money autographed.
That's true. Most people charge more if they have to take their shirt off.
No, but I did send you like an old video. If you haven't watched an old Doomsday's Krypt video, I didn't do lives. I kind of started doing lives because they're easier and people seem to enjoy. So even if you look at my channel now, a lot of stuff's missed unless you click on it, I think, and go to lives and you just see other stuff. But I had some good editors. A good friend of mine named Mike, who was Camp Crystal Cabin 6, another guy who I gamed with during COVID named Vanguard. I won't say their names, because I don't know if they want to, but they did some amazing editing. And I showed you one of the videos where I just kind of dressed up. I did a little DK acting. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an actor, but I think I could use you want to pay me $6. No, but they were fun videos. I dressed up with talented masks. I did a little Myers. I was a lot fatter, so I made sure I didn't go below the shoulders. Now I could probably stand up and be small beer belly Myers at 50, but it was fun. Those videos were fun, and I'd like to do more. It's almost impossible with the way my life is and work. And then, I'm at a hotel, even though we set up, that's what I do because I'm on the road in order to do these conventions, in order to support the people I know. I can't have a place in the money I make and then be on the road and spending money for gas and hotel, so I fit it into the budget. And I'm not begging for money at all, but this store is going to be really important for me to be able to do what I do, and for these people to be able to do what they do. Or, Michael Toth, I can keep him busy doing this shit. That's so amazing. Guys like me,
you've got all this one of a kind stuff, and like I say, I mean, people see it at the cons, but so many more people that need to see your stuff. So
I mean, anybody who goes to a table, they'll know. I mean, like, oh yeah, this was done by Vinny Cucurato. This was done by Michael Toth. I get sick of talking about these people. Trust me, as much as I love them. I mean, this was done by Dana Cruz. This was done by Jesse Aarons. But honestly, it's an honor to say that, because anybody who's on my table, I know every piece and what they did, and it's. It means a lot that I can do that with the work they did. And in order to keep these guys making money and improving, like Jesse Aarons, I'll use it as an example. And there might be people here. I mean, I watched him since he started, and believe me, his work was great to begin with. But 4 years later, this guy is unreal. I just put that pumpkin head on the table with the shoulders. Talk about a piece. And that goes along with Lonnie McCollum. He did the 3D print. He does a lot of those Freddie Boss. He did the Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got signed by Robert Patrick and Brian Thompson.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
That son of a bitch, Robert Patrick, doesn't look anything like him. You son of a bitch. No, but he enjoyed it. I got some great pictures with him. Robert Patrick was really cool. It was funny because Brett and his wife Dee Dee are friends with Robert Patrick, like they're friends with him.
Yeah.
And I actually sent them the cutout and the picture and stuff that Michael Toth did, a blacklight cutout of Robert Patrick doing that. It was cool.
Oh, wow.
With a hole in the eye.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a picture of it. And I got pictures with him in it, but in the blacklight, oh my God, it's it's really cool. But I was like, hey, my buddy Schwag said to say hello, and Robert's so cool, and I appreciate him more. He's like, fuck that guy. And he looked back and smiled like it was like he was in his role as soon as fuck that guy. And he's like, I love Brad and his wife Dee Dee. But it was just he looked back like the Terminator. Fuck that guy. and passing in the hall. And then I sat and talked to him, and then he loved seeing this stuff. And I don't know for sure, but I think that cutout's in his shop. I hope it is, but I sent it to him. But yeah, meeting the Terminator, T-1000, man. I mean, what a good dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's one of those guys who's really down to earth. He might be a big name and this and that, and but certain people you meet, and then when you talk to him, it's like, wow, what a good dude.
When I interview people, I just ask them, not about what they're doing, just say, oddball questions, because I want them to feel comfortable when I'm talking with them. Then we get into the work and all that stuff. I don't ask anybody about their personal lives at all. It's just a fun interview. So, just like,
you treat them like, I mean, where me and Beatrice became friends. You want to know how? And I'll give Horrors, who always shares and supports Miss Kamisha Smith. I always love to give a shout out. It was like, oh, I met Beatrice Bupley kind of deal. And this was years ago. And I was like, I reached out to Beatrice. And then maybe a year or two later, she came on the show. And we just became fast friends. I reminded her of her brother. I mean, nothing, for a guy that's better than you remind me of your brother. All joking aside. No, but all joking aside, we just became fast friends. It was supposed to be a short interview where we just hung out and talked and had fun and spent time together. And that was pretty cool.
See, I'm friends with director Todd Sheets, director Patrick Gray. Hey, I'm friends with those guys because they've come on and supported what we're doing for that long. And I was like, those guys are just good people and they're kind to everyone, So, yeah, it's just something that, I bet, Ann, you've done, you made friends in the movie business and all that.
Ann has no friends. I do not allow it. Once she goes to the table, I said, listen, I got Doomsday's Krypt stuff to do. You talk to no one. Punched me in the face, knocked me out a little bit, and she just did her thing. But I tried.
I have to say, when I was at Days of the Dead in Chicago at John's table, it was very cool that people would come up to the table and they'd say, "Oh, it's Ann. I know you from Facebook. I see you post all the time." And I'm like, okay.
I wasn't happy. Everybody knew her. And it's like, why are you with this guy? No, but she did. And we had some fun with some people you acted with. It was a really good get together. CJ Vecchio, who I see here, was there doing his thing with his film, and it's really getting going. The what was it at three from? I don't want to say 3 from hell. The Evil 3. It took me a second, but he's working on some projects. But he was right with us, and then I hung out with last weekend, and I well, I do love her, but Angel Bradford, so sweet. I know you work a lot with her. I met her and her boyfriend, two great people. And meeting Angel in person was so cool because I've known her for a while and couldn't be any sweeter. So big shout out, Angel. I did enjoy meeting you and your boyfriend. It was a lot of fun. It was great meeting a lot in Carolina. There's so many people I met and hung out with that that I got a shout out that we'll have on the show too. Just incredible people, supporters of everything in horror. And Angel was definitely one of them. That was really cool to meet and get to know and actually see in person. Matt Burns from Slasher 15.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, not just the guests, but the people that I got to know in person. I hadn't had a chance to meet in person. It was special. It was cool.
Oh, do you remember in Chicago this year when you met Derek Neal?
What's that?
Derek Neal, remember him?
Derek
from
Neal.
Topeka, Kansas. You met him. He works with me on film festivals.
I've met him quite a few. I met Derek when I came down for the Christmas show.
Yes, and no,
Okay.
no, no. He saw you. You and him were talking at Chicago's Crypticon or whatever it was. But yeah,
I
Was
meet
it
yeah,
so many people, and I am
yeah,
so
yeah.
airheaded. If I
When
saw him and I remembered,
you see him, you'll recognize him. Because
exactly.
he told me a couple of days ago. Yeah, I got to meet him. We were talking.
And he'll tell you, you got to make sure you say something or do something that goes, okay, John, because John is, I'm John, right? And like, I mean, even at a convention, Travis will tell you, like, you better watch where I put my keys in my wallet, look out for me, kind of deal. And I don't mean it because I'm like drinking shots or doing this or that.
Right.
I'm just out like walking and focusing on what I'm doing and interacting, and I can't sit still and
Yeah, because
enjoying
he's
the experience, because I do put a lot of work setting up these tables. It exhausts me,
yeah.
to sit still. It makes me tired.
Well, yeah,
I put a
because
lot of
Derek's.
thought, a lot of work in these tables. Like, they
Oh
seem
yeah.
simple, but I mean, these tables, I'm no spring chicken, and my job, it's not like I'm lifting weights every day. So it gets to me. It hits me. It hits me
Yeah.
hard. And knowing I got to pack up and keep things safe, not just pack it, throw it in. I mean, I got to pack these things safe because they're
Oh
work
yeah.
hard, and make sure that I'm traveling with a trailer, that if I hit a bump, they're going to be okay. And so far, and I'll give myself
It's
credit,
been
I've
okay.
done pretty good. I've done pretty good. That Return of the Living Dead Tarman piece that I've got pictures posted, and Vinny did. Whew.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect that to survive it, and I packed it in 2 bins. It worked. It worked. I passed that egg test, that like, how do you drop it off a building and make sure the egg doesn't break kind of test. I've gotten that down packing some of this stuff, and seen it in person. This stuff isn't like heavy
Oh,
duty.
I
You
know.
can't just drop it.
Right. Yeah, and you were very specific about how you wanted to pack up. Like Travis and I were trying to help a little bit. You're like, well, no, that doesn't go there. This
Well,
gotta
that's
go
what's tough.
there.
It goes like, I'd love to hire people to do the work and not have to worry about it, but there's just like everything. A Doomsday's Crypt table is a part of me, and if I'm not doing it and I'm not putting in that hard work, I don't feel like I earned it, if that makes any sense. Like these tables, if I'm wandering off or I'm doing my thing, because there is a lot of work and it's a lot of
Oh
driving.
yes.
These shows are different. I can sit down and talk more, but usually the whole weekend I'm just exhausted, because I'm not only doing these tables. Like, Beatrice and me always want to catch up to eat, even at Carolina, and she'll tell you, I'd love to eat with her and hang out more. And it's usually maybe that night before, because at the event, maybe Saturday where we're doing something, but Friday setting up, Saturday making sure packed up and gone. I mean, that's the whole day.
Yeah.
It's the whole day. And it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. This weekend I was ready to go all day for a stream. And guess what? I was like, damn, you're almost 50. You need a nap. And that's what I did. So I actually apologize for being so late with things. And I was going, like, exhaustion gets me all over the place, and it really hit me. So I'm glad we waited to do the stream, because it's been fun so far. At least I think so.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it has.
It's funny because you sound like a filmmaker at the end of a film in a feature film. It's like you're so friggin' exhausted.
Well, you can't wait
Because
to the next thing.
you're
I mean,
on
like,
day after day after day after day, and it's nitty gritty details, and things go wrong, and plan B, and coming up with alternatives and stuff. And it's
I
all
feel
over.
like I work so hard in my head and nothing gets done. I mean, it's even like getting the show started and the shop started. I mean, it's not that I'm not thinking about it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know what I'm doing either. And then I kind of throw it on your plate.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, I'll be honest. She'll tell you, but you know what? That's what makes it great. It's like, there's no pressure, there's no rush, but the store, these events, these conventions, this, what we're doing tonight, the shop is opening. Like we're doing that, right, Ann? And you're going to tell me what I need to do and what we need to bring. And we're going to have all these things behind me for sale and them selling. They're awesome items, but it's also going to lead to me being able to invest in all these talented artists that need the work, that deserve the work. And we're putting that Doomsday's Krypt stamp, that Doomsday's Krypt heart into each piece. So I'm hoping when the shop opens, you guys are there for me. I mean, it means a lot. I don't ask for much, but I need this to be able to do for the people that I care about. And the ones on the table are people I care about. What we do, I care about. And it's special. It's important.
Absolutely. Yep. We will astound people.
We're going to knock down some doors. We're going to leave that footprint. That's how we roll. I get a little worried about it, but I believe in each person that I deal with, each friend that I deal with, each event, each, actor, actress, everybody who's a part of Doomsday's Krypt is family to me. And if they ever reach out and I can do something, I'm going to do it for you guys. That's just how we roll.
Absolutely. Yep.
But there's should I unbox some stuff? For the store, should I show some stuff and let you guys talk? Like, I'll get some things ready. Give me a minute. And I say we show some other stuff that we're going to have in the store.
Show it to us.
Do you have any of the?
I got to set it up. Yeah. You guys, I want you guys to talk the event. And I'm going to get some more blacklight decks and some more different stuff. I got to set up right. I don't want you guys be seeing. Oh, you'll be seeing. Oh, well, I guess I could just have the shirt there like that.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm gonna set things up. I want you guys to talk about what you're doing because I'll ramble, and you guys talk about what's going on and have a discussion while I set up.
All right,
we can do that.
Yeah,
it gives me a break too. It gives me a 5.
You can go get another monster.
So, Ann, what have you done in the past as far as writing, directing, all that stuff? What have you done in the past?
Well, I am somebody who kind of entered this entertainment industry late in life. So in my late 50s, I decided that I wanted to try some acting stuff. And I live in the Chicago area. So I started out doing background extra work on the network TV shows that film in Chicago, like the Dick Wolf series, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I love those shows.
Yeah, I had been watching them for years. And
and I was like, wow.
I had a friend who had a bucket list of a bunch of different trips that she wanted to take. And I'm like, like travels aren't really my thing. Like, what? I guess I'm old enough. I should have a bucket list. What would that be? And I thought, well, I want to be on Chicago PD. So I observed for a while. I found out who did the casting for the background, and I submitted, and I got on the show. And of course, I didn't realize at the time that they film way more than actually makes it into the episodes. And I had bragged to all my friends, "Oh, you got to watch Chicago PD tonight. I'm going to be on TV." And it was just me and like next to 2 of the principal actors. I'm going to be seen. I'm not going to be a blur in the background.
Oh, yeah.
They did not use that footage at all.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I learned a little bit about the industry that way. And then just started taking acting classes. I had been in plays when I was in high school, and then just kind of like didn't think about artsy stuff until I got old. And once I took some classes, got cast in some student films, some independent films. I really liked the passion that I saw in the indie films. Because we're like you, we're not doing it for the money because it's just not there. Maybe someday, but it's really unlikely that we'll step into that path. But when I met the folks at Acro Star Films, I really liked the writing. And I ended up becoming a business partner with Steve Herman. So he had started out as an indie author, and then was adapting some of his books to film. So I came on initially as a producer. I just directed my first film a couple weekends ago. It was a short. Yeah, and then I'm on camera sometimes as well. So, and I do acting with Acro Star and then with other independent filmmakers as well. And so, yeah, the people that I have met are just amazing.
Yeah.
So in a short time, I've managed to come up with quite a big network of folks from really all over the world. I mean, we have supporters of our films in many different countries. I don't know how these people found us. I don't know how I found them. You know, it's like I have 5,000 friends on Facebook. I don't know who most of them are. But I love what I'm doing. I've always had kind of an eye for the marketing stuff, but I have all this experience with doing websites and e-commerce and stuff. So when John mentioned that he wanted to do the store, I'm like, well, yeah, I know how to do that. I used to sell musical instruments online, on Amazon and on my own web store. So I want to try to help people out and use some of those technical skills that I have in addition to doing the movie stuff.
Yeah. Wow. You've done so much.
Yeah, like I said, I'm working.
I love that you acted and Chicago, Chicago PD, man.
Yeah, but that's just background, so that doesn't really count.
I know, but you're still in it.
It was very interesting to see with those giant union productions, like how many people it takes.
I know.
To make one of those TV shows, and then you look at what we do with Acro Star. You know, like we actually own 2 cameras. You know, we typically just shoot with one. We've got, you know, one person who can also do lights. Me as producer, I, you know, set the filming schedule. I do crafty. I do all the communications. I do the contracts. I run the Indiegogo campaigns. You know,
there's so many stuff that goes on when you make a TV show or a movie or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah. It's a lot of work, and it takes, I mean, particularly at this level, you have to be willing to wear multiple hats, and you have to be willing to just be available to work with people. So it's definitely not like a 9-to-5 thing, but I was an independent. I had my own business for 30 years. So that wasn't a 9-to-5 either, because if you don't do it, then the work doesn't get done. So kind of still in that mode. But like I say, I mean, just meeting so many interesting people from so many different walks of life has been very fulfilling for me. And, you know, we do submission to film festivals and stuff too. So I'm, you know, when I get off this, I'm going to go on Film Freeway and find you and see what your deadlines are and stuff.
There we go. Yeah, there we go, man. Hey, well, yeah. So, you know, it's just, I've always loved movies since I first saw Dracula when I was just like 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I love Bela Lugosi in this. And you know, and I was like, I didn't know who he was, but I knew Dracula. Yeah. And, you know, I was just like, oh my God. So, you know, that's just something that, yeah, we all love classic horror movies, you know. The Tingler was on Spinguli tonight. And I was like,
I saw an ad for that yesterday.
Yeah. And I was like, yes, I'm going to go back and watch the rest of that after we're done with the show. But I was like, come on, man. It's just a great movie.
Yeah. We actually made a 1950s style creature feature called It Came From Somewhere under Acro Star Films. It was the most fun that we've ever had on any of our productions, because we actually, as a cast, we got on a Zoom meeting and together we watched Plan 9 from Outer Space. You know, and yeah, so we wanted to, I mean, I kind of knew because I'm always the oldest one in the group, but I had seen a lot of those film. So I was familiar with the style, but a lot of the actors who were in their 20s, they're like, oh yeah, I don't know what they did in the 50s. Like I've never watched any of that stuff. And so like, we like made them watch it so that you knew that the acting style back then, all those people were theater actors. So
Yes.
all they knew was to go big and scream like this.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we actually like practiced overacting for camera in order to put that movie together. And the best compliments that we've gotten are it actually looks like it was filmed in the 50s. When
Yes.
you put the graininess to the film texture and stuff, and of course it's in black and white, 4:3 aspect ratio. Just really had a blast making that film.
Yeah, because there's nothing better than watching, movies from, classic movies, horror movies from, because when they did Frankenstein with Boris Karloff, and then you look through all the makeup that he did, because they had to make him look like Frankenstein and all that stuff. That's just when they did Lon Chaney and Ella Lancaster played not Ella and Bride of Frankenstein, and that when I watched a documentary about the guy who did all the makeup with that stuff. It took so much time to make those guys look, it's just Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, and Bride of Frankenstein. And it's just like, it took so much time to make him look that evil, and Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi and they're so well trained actors, from the old days, Yeah, Nosferatu, the first movie that ever came out many years ago, it was a silent movie. I love Nosferatu, it's just like, yeah. Yeah. But it's just I don't know. But yeah, man, it's just it's something that I just love showing movies and doing all this stuff because I make like we make no money off of this, but it's just an honor to watching the crowd get excited and be pumped up and all that stuff, So yeah.
Do you have any desire to be on camera?
Yeah, I did. Todd Sheets, director Todd Sheets out of Kansas City. He offered me a little part. Uh-oh.
Somebody's coming after us. That glove.
It's Freddy Krueger.
That glove, when you're together with John,
yeah,
you have to put that glove on because that glove is fun to wear.
Oh yeah, I do want to put that glove on when he comes.
It feels so cool.
Oh yeah, I bet it does. But yeah, man, I got offered Todd Sheets. I asked him to come out to Slash and Bash, and then he said this has been 20 years. He said, "Why don't you come and have a bit part in my movie?" And I've known Todd Sheets for years, and I said, "Yeah, I will. Yeah, when is gonna happen and all that stuff." So we're still talking about that, but yeah,
awesome.
And I've done. Like I said, I've been in radio and TV for 38 years, and it's just like I love movies and TV and being on the radio. When I went to Washburn, I did sports and all that stuff. It's something that I just love to do. I like sports and I love movies and good TV shows. And that's it. I have.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
All right, John. What do you got?
Oh, okay. Is that going to be for sale?
It will be. This is I I couldn't find it until I went through my stuff and it happened to be there. But one of my, I'm gonna say it, and the man tells me he loves me, and you don't tell him you don't love him back. He just got married to his amazing wife Paige, Mr. Michael Bailey Smith, who is also Pluto but super Freddy. And I'm gonna get that to him. We're gonna bring, you know what? I'm not gonna put it in the shop. We're gonna bring it to Minnesota Crypticon. I'm in the room with Michael Bailey. I'm in the room with Beatrice. We're gonna get it signed. This is my dude's thing. So we're gonna be doing more. But to have this with some
that's
cool art on the side there, and I'm not I mean, that's the closest thing to figures we have.
Yeah,
it's never like I'm selling a Funko Pop. I mean, we're selling this. I mean, we're showcasing Mike, and I don't even know what these go for. He'll have to tell me. But we're gonna get to do this and get it signed by I want somebody to get a good price on it, and we'll get it signed.
Last time I saw
we could even put Beatrice on there too.
Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be very cool.
Yeah, I mean, we got some, like, each piece that we want to put in the store, I'd rather not sell it. And I was telling Ann about this. It's like this one. I wish I got it signed, but this is a Ken Kersinger signed Freddy Versus. And we got to get Doug on there. But I just saw the dude who plays the cop, and I'm terrible with names, but such a good dude. He always plays a cop role, and I should know his name. Like, I pull it up, but I got this on. I can't really use the mouse right now, so I'm kind of stuck without names or anything. But I should have got him on there. And I do have a Freddy vs. Jason by Jesse Aarons that I'll be showing that I brought with me, signed by Ken Kersinger, Doug Tate, and the guy that I'm asshole enough not to remember his name. And I should remember it because he's such a good actor. I mean, I honestly am a big fan of what he's done, not just Freddy versus Jason. But he plays such a funny character. And it's just slipping my mind. I might have to take off the glove, but I can't take off the glove, and I'm not a lefty, and we're stuck. But I will get that name.
Beatrice, she's going to come in costume when she comes to Slash and Bash, and possibly you get a picture taken with her outside or in a special room and all that stuff. So,
well, Beatrice and Brett are always down to get.
Because
not only are you going to meet them, you're going to be able to take a picture with Beatrice, but also Amanda Kruger. You know, and he dresses like a nun for DK and the Beast. So you can, if you really, maybe we'll give a discount if I'm involved in the photo. But if they want a DK and the B photo, I'm totally down. Better not let me wear the glove. That's she said family, and she is Freddie's mom. So you never know what can happen. you know how Amanda's family goes. And I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
But we got a bunch of gloves. I got some Heather Langenkamp signed ones we're going to throw in the shop.
Are you serious?
These are done by James Rhodes. I got different ones. This is a Freddy Versus.
Hey, I want to assign them.
I got signed. I mean, we got a cool blacklight machete. I don't want to say I couldn't find. I just didn't look for. That's signed by Heather Langenkamp. Well, it's signed by her. It's black light with the tongue sticking out the phone. And Michael Toth drew it, and it's a sick black light piece. But I got, I think, Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3 gloves signed by her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And she's one of the coolest people. I've been lucky enough to meet her.
I didn't
bother. I saw her in Carolina, and I'm sure she knows me. And she's friends with Beatrice. Beatrice loves her to death. And I said hi to her. I saw her the night before Bill Moseley got hurt. He was there. I was at the restaurant, at the bar, at the hotel, and Bill was so excited for Carolina Fear Fest. And I want to give some love to that event, the Carolina. they lost R.A. Mihailov because, he's physically, it's been really rough for him, but such a great guy and guest. And that was really hard to not have there. One of my favorite people, and I can't wait to work with more and see at events, is Brian Bremer from Pumpkinhead. He had to cancel, and he even reached out to me to explain why, because I was excited to meet him. I had some really amazing Pumpkinhead stuff that I was excited to show him from some talent in Doomsday's Krypt. But we will be seeing Brian soon. And then Bill Mosley getting hit and hurt. Like, Travis was there, and he's like, he had breakout mask from Myers, the pumpkin looking mask I had already signed by Ken Forey, and that son of a bitch Travis Kuhn needed to fucking have more of my shit, have more cool. But no, he bought that, and he was waiting for Bill to sign it. I apologize for swearing, but we're after 10 o'clock, so the kids, I apologize if you're watching.
Yeah, don't worry about
that.
But
Travis is one of my favorite people, and he got the mask, and he wanted it signed by Bill. And all day Friday, he's like, I can't. Bill Mosley's not here, and it's not like it's a someone who you'd expect to be like, oh well, the dude's probably out partying, and he'll be here when he gets here. Bill Mosley's pretty as crazy as Otis is, and
right, yeah,
he is not like that. Probably one of the most, and I don't know him. I'm not going to pretend to know him, but I've met him quite a few times, and even came to the table and couldn't have been any nicer. Isn't that guy who's out drinking all night or partying. So when he wasn't there Friday, it was like, what's going on? And Matt Burns, who's a big part of Carolina Fear Fest, explained to me, and they fought some battles to get that convention going. But the other guests, Beatrice being there, Jonathan Breck. I mean, there was some really, really great guests that I enjoyed meeting, and not just the guests, but a lot of the people. I mean, I'm hoping they're watching tonight. I think a lot of them are. And I know a lot of new interaction and support, and that goes a long way. And these cons are going to be so much. We got a big journey this year. We got a big store. Like, we're going to put some, I don't know. I'm just really excited to showcase what we got in the works. Like, some of these projects that weren't ready for this table being worked on by some of these talents, I'm telling you, next level. Like, Vinny's working on some really cool things, and Michael Toth and me have been deciding a lot of cool things. Lonnie McCullum, Graven Images, check him out. He's the one who's always posting those Freddy heads and the Maniac cops, and like what he and his wife do with these pieces and painting. Like, I just showcased the 03 Leatherface he had in Carolina, and that piece is amazing. You got guys like Jesse Aarons who put together that pumpkin head I had on the table, along with Lonnie's pumpkin head. Scott Straka art, in a folder. That guy, I own so many amazing prints that people dig all the time. Like, I'll be putting in another order with Scott to have his stuff, because it's just wall art. It's great wall art, and what he does is special. And then you go with Michael Toth. He just does anything. Showcasing some of the new stuff we got going on the table there. Daniel Cruz, big shout out. He's doing some amazing work with these Jason Hawks, which will be in the store. Like, I'm saying a lot of this because all these guys are going to be in the store. Vinny and what he's doing is going to be in the store. We're going to have special orders in the store. Like, you see that Myers house, the guy who made it, that Return of the Living Dead house, that guy who made it, you can order a Psycho house. I mean, these guys will do anything you want. If you want a deck from Michael Toth and you got an idea, I want a Slash and Bash deck. We'll just use it as an example. It came from Somewhere deck. We're going to do it. We're going to make it iconic, and we're going to make it special, because these guys do it from the heart. Michael Toth does it from the heart. Vinny does it from the heart. Lonnie McCollum, Jesse Aarons, Daniel Cruz, Scott Straka. I mean, I have to keep shouting out these guys' names because there is no Doomsday's Krypt without these people, and there's no Doomsday's Krypt without shows like this, and you guys doing what you do. So with that rant over, I'm gonna showcase some of this stuff that I got for sale that's going into the shop. I showed this. I'm excited for it. I even pulled out some original art. Now this one isn't going on the table, but this is a guy who's become a pal and you know I'm a big fan of. But this is original Mark Patton art. Freddie getting his face torn by the demon, because we're all powerful. I ain't scared of no Freddie. And then when I showed Mark, he's like, oh, I must have been on roids. He's like, I look ripped. But we're gonna do. I mean, like, Mark Patton is one of those guys who meant a lot to us in the horror community.
Oh yeah.
Doomsday's Krypt is coming to do something cool for him and special, and we got some VHS boxes exclusive, and we're figuring out what we're gonna do to make it work.
Yeah.
With that, so some cool stuff and other things. If you like cereal, this was from the trailer. This is original Michael Toth art.
Wow.
We used it on the back of a t-shirt, and this is like where you get Doomsday's Krypt on the front, you party on the back. So every piece of art, and I didn't get a chance to show. This has been on the back.
Oh yes, the Krypt Keeper.
This I'd put in the shop. It's a special piece.
Wow, that is cool.
Doomsday's Krypt art. Obviously, big fans of Tales of the Krypt, or Tales of the Krypt, and John Cassier, who played the Krypt Keeper, and people always call me the Krypt Keeper, so we got to use a K, and it's just a special piece. And then the back was of the VHS box was really cool. It was where I was sitting in the throne, and his head was next to me, and tribute with other things like Jason or this or that. I'm not trying to say I'm tougher or we're tougher, in the story than a Jason or Freddy. We're fucking tougher. We're tougher. I'll joke it aside, but it's a cool piece, and we're gonna put that on the shop. That's gonna be there for somebody to buy, because I can't keep it all. I can't showcase it the way it is, and I'd love it to go to a home. Like, I want this. Like, somebody just bought one of the first pieces that I got from Jesse Aarons, a Big Ben from House, and I was so happy. I sold it at a really good price, but it went home, and seeing that happen was really cool. I'm hoping the guy is watching, or I hope the guy, shows me how he displayed it and the love he was able to put into it, because it's been on the road with me, and I can't give it the shine it deserves. Like tonight, these decks get the shine it deserves. They need a home. Yes. You need a black light. You need to hang it up. Buy them all. I mean, how cool is that? You're sitting there watching a movie. 60s, man, peace. But the shop's going to be cool. What we're doing in horror, I think, is really cool. Yes. What you guys are doing in Topeka, really cool. What we're going to be doing on the road. I mean, I hit Crypticon Kansas City the end of June, followed up by Indianapolis and Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds.
Oh my God.
Nerds.
I want to go to that.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, I'm coming to Crypticon, so I'll see you in Kansas City.
Yeah, I'll be there, and then I think it's Indy, and then I think the next one is Minnesota. Yeah. I don't have anything in August planned, but I am working on. I've had a couple cons. There's one in particular that's really big.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get us in the door, because I think what they do in wanting to expand the way they want to expand in horror, with what we're doing in the Krypt, with what we're doing in the shows, us being there and a part of, I think for all of us, it could be a really good move. So I'm excited for it, and I will keep people updated on that.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's a big deal, just like Slash and Bash. All these things that I'm talking about, all these things I'm bringing, all these things I'm doing, I want to succeed. Not just for me, but for all of us. And we got a big 2024 to do that, and we got some amazing talent to make that happen. I mean,
Absolutely.
amazing talent, amazing, special, and we're lucky to be a part of.
Absolutely. Yes.
So we're going Acro Star. We got to get we got to get Lynn on the show. We do. I mean, we got to get Brett there too, since it's the Crazies.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, Ann's one of those cool people. I mean, she'd be a great somebody if we get the right support at a Slash and Bash type event. If there's
I've already talked to some people who know her, and I thought, my God, to bring her out,
legend.
oh, yeah,
So
she
nice.
is. She is a legend.
And she does a lot of cons.
She does.
Yeah.
But she does a lot of cons, and she does a lot of films. So yeah, her schedule would determine whether she can make it or not.
Yeah, because I know some people who acted with her, and they know her pretty well. And she appeared 4 or 5 years ago in Topeka, and it wasn't my convention, but it was like, man, that'd be great to bring her out. But then
in Chicago, we had the dude who did Fang, and I want to give him a shout out. I did watch that film.
Yeah, Richard Bergen.
Yes, he was right next to us, across from us, and Ann Myrna's in it, and she's great, a big role in it. And you could tell so much. I mean, there was a lot of heart and story. It's a character story, that they try to present, and it's definitely worth a watch and support. And had to give a shout out to that film and Ann, or not Ann, but Lynn.
Yeah.
And Lynn, same amount of letters. You guys are. We'll just call you Lim. Put it together. The new trend.
Oh my God.
Ann and Lynn.
But it's just, we all want to, we're all in the business where we just want to please the people who come and watch the movies. That's what I want to do. That's what we all want to do. And, it's just something that we all have a passion to do. And that's what we all love to do this,
I agree. I mean, if you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reasons, I mean, but we all want to have a roof over our head, I mean, if I had not done Doomsday's Krypt and just worked and saved my money, it'd be kind of nice. But you know what? I would have spent my money on something else. Let's just be honest. And I spent it on people I believe in, and I'll continue doing it. I'll never be a millionaire, because anytime I get something, I'm giving it to my family, and Doomsday's Krypt is my family, and giving the best. I mean, I want to do this because it's an honor for me. I don't care, as long as I got the Doomsday's Krypt shirt and my $10 Walmart shorts and $15 Walmart shoes. I mean, even at Michael Bailey Smith's wedding, I had to put on sleeves. I didn't like it. I don't need money. I'm not somebody who has to live fancy. I just want to live happy. I like to enjoy things, like even being away from a convention this week. I want to be there. I want to enjoy it. And I'm trying to figure out the best direction for all of us that I can contribute.
Yeah.
And keep doing it, especially the older I get. And, my cool days are almost over. That's shocking. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I feel like, you know what? We're kind of the cool kids in school when we go there. We put on the best. It's kind of like, you want to hang out with Doomsday's Krypt. We're good people. We care. And we're family. And, it's fun to do the tables and be able to do that. I mean, like Ann sitting with us, Bill D. Russell, Mr. Bill D. Russell out there, big shout out, hanging with us, Travis Kuhn, and all the actors and actresses in the indie community spent a lot of time with us, and that was fun. It was not just the event; it was a get together, getting to know these people in person. Meeting Ann in person was great.
Oh yes.
I mean, I don't know about for her. I mean, hey, she might not have enjoyed it. It's like, oh, I thought this guy was cool, but he is.
I had a blast. I had an absolute blast. And it worked out good because I like to stay in my chair and then you could wander off and there was still somebody at the booth.
Man,
but that's my thing is interacting. Like I don't get a chance to. My social life is hanging out with people I know, and the people that stay at the table, whether it's Ann or Travis, you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I like watching you. Like you guys are better at my table than I am. Because I don't like selling things. I don't like making money off of things. So like when Travis handles it, there's no guilt. Like he's not afraid of the deal. Like he's gonna sell it. Thomas Bruce's did that in Scarefest. So did Jordan. It's almost like I'm happy to talk about these things, but I don't want any part of selling it. I don't. You guys know what I want and need, and you sell it the way you guys see fair. I don't want to have that say. I'll give you an okay or not, but that's just not me. And I'm not a bad salesman. I could do it, but I just don't feel right unless somebody else is like, you're selling me when you guys sell me. I can't sell me the way you guys sell me. And for some reason, you guys sell me well. Well, really, the artist behind me is like, all right, John Scott, now let's sell this shit. But all joking aside, I appreciate it's like Travis asked me, what do I do? What do you do? I mean, you don't have to be an artist or a mask maker. Supporting what we do in any way, adding value, because we're a team. We're only as strong as the weakest link kind of deal. And I'd like to say I'm pretty good at some things, but I suck ass at a lot of things. Like I am bad. Like I might be able to do a show, sit down and host and this and that. If you're asking me to run an online store, or you're asking me to do this or that, you're asking me to cook a 7-course meal. I mean, I could cook dinner, don't get me wrong, but that's not me. That's not what I'm good at. And I need that team that says, like Ann was saying, I mean, and I think that's why she loves hanging out. Like we have a special friendship now, and in what we're doing, she knows there's something special there, and her value and what she can bring to what I can't is going to go a long way into building Doomsday's Krypt. And that's what I mean. Travis is the same way. He does something that no one else can. Michael Toth does something that no one else can. Vinny Cucurata does something that no one else can. There's people that just do things. Daniel Cruz, what they do. Jesse, there's just special with certain people, and I've been lucky enough to see it. And when we fill those voids and we put it together, when we put these filmmakers together, I'm even talking about doing some music again. Like I said, adding that and working together and bringing some of these people on. That are musicians as well. I think when we put on an event or we put on a show or when we put on a function, we can do that drive-in theater. We can do that movie theater. We can do, a band playing, an event where I miss shows. I mean, it's like, have you been to a concert? No, because why? I mean, there's just no feel to it. I liked going to those small shows, those bar shows. They don't have them very much anymore, at least where I am. That really stands out. It's like, they're going to be there. We're going to do this. Like, I want this to be fun and affordable for people. And I think that's the big part. It's got to be, the numbers. I like, to me, I watch a lot of indie projects. So I'm going to tie this over and to just in general. those $20-$30 sales are way more important than trying to put something at $1,000. Let me put it that way, because
Oh, yeah.
that $20 item with heart goes a long way. So, you know, that $20 ticket to come in to your event lets them enjoy your event without breaking their bank on a indie project, you know, and any perk you guys need, I got you. I got you. We'll get it done. But we're going to set it at a price that's affordable, collectible, that
Oh,
raises
yeah.
money that they, because I see a lot of them just like, it's like, this price is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there are people around here, and I know you guys always put value, that makes it, hey, I invested this money. I got this really, really cool piece of memory. And that adds up. It adds up, you know, those 10, 20. And you can have those $150, $200, $300 like skateboard autographed by the cast. So I think that's really important with events, and also with some of these indie projects, and also some of these people doing this work. As far as us coming together and building, we need to be able to promote and do that, and let people know their value. And when they get something, they get value. I mean, I don't think there's enough of that anymore. I mean, it feels like, you know, nothing ever lasts as far as money. I mean, it's just spent. So when we do something, whether it's a con or a movie or a shop, you're getting value. I refuse to let anybody spend any money in Doomsday's Krypt and not walk away saying I got a good deal.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's got to be a win-win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not, oh man, I paid way too much. And I really feel like a lot of these decks, even the ones in this stream, this is early. These are initial. These are special decks. You're seeing them. You're going to see them at cons. And when we put on a Doomsday's Krypt table, it doesn't matter how big or small. Ann will tell you, how did you make that table? We made it rock. I mean, it wasn't an easy area to do a Doomsday's Krypt thing, but that
Right.
it popped.
Yeah.
It popped. Well, Ann was sitting there, so I had to pop. She was complaining the whole time. She's like, "Dad should go there." Dad, she was awesome. She was awesome. I had a great time with Ann. I mean, we were always friends and cool, but we genuinely became like friends. Like, it's like, all right, you're doing something awesome. You're doing something awesome. We got to team up and keep doing something awesome.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That's how we roll. I mean, I still haven't even showcased products. This was a store launch, and here we are just talking horror, boring everybody out there, I'm sure. And we haven't got, you know, I think we should go through the comments.
Yes.
I mean, because I haven't looked. Now I'm going to take a break, Ann. Go through the comments. Quit slacking. I'm joking. I was like, putting Ann on the spot.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't. I promised her I wouldn't. No, I don't want you to. I was just teasing you. Like I told Dan, she's like, I don't want to be put on the spot with anything. I'm like, no, we're gonna do this, and there's no pressure. So I had to, like, kind of be a jerk about it, you know.
Give me a little panic attack.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? What? I would never do that. But Jefferson Starship, don't worry about me. I worry about you, Jefferson Starship. I mean, we built this city on rock and roll.
Exactly.
But no, that was from Palm Beach. And you know what? I enjoyed that event. I spent time with my sister. My nieces came. It was my first time in California. And, you know, Mark Burnham 22 Leatherface was there, and also Brett. And I think he feels bad, or I mean, I love what they're doing there. It's a comic shop. They do card games. I just think it was the wrong event for Leatherfaces, but I think there could have been good guests. And I think if they do something else, and if they want any Doomsday's Krypt ideas or, you know, suggestions that would work out to help them build, I'm down to do it. You know, I mean, for what we got this event going on, this is the, you know, the genre. It doesn't have to be horror, but this is what we're doing. It's sci-fi or whatever. What guests would fit, and that has nothing to do with the event in Palm Springs or Jefferson's as a knock. It was a bad fit, but it was a fun time. You know, if that makes sense. But I think they're onto something special. I think if they brought in the right guests and did some more events there and advertised, it'd be pretty damn cool. And Jefferson's been supporting since I went to their event, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, Jefferson, man. Listen. It's easy to say what could do, but if you ever need any advice, if you're doing something, let me know. I might know somebody. That knows somebody, and I don't mean I know everybody, but like I'll be seeing the Revenge of the Nerds people in Indy. I know Chris Majors represents a lot of people, and I think he represents the Revenge of the Nerds people. That's kind of like the people I'll shout out. Chris Majors, good dude at Carolina. Probably thinks I'm an asshole, but honestly, really, really good guy, agent that I got to meet, and really nice and protective of his people, and reps some really, really good people. And so big shout out to him. If you're watching, Chris, don't punch me. But yeah, it was a good time, and I just think events need that structure. I think I think the next guest we're kind of working on for Slash and Bash could lead to a very strong theme with what's already there. And I think I could reach out to some additional people it could be good. Like, I don't want to, like, I can't, it's hard for us. And I know,
Oh, yeah.
I was excited to tell you.
Yes.
This could be a real special. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping in the next day or two, though, we get this squared out and let people know, because I think it's a guest that is not doing shows right now, but this show and him being there, man, gives me the shakes. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I want to get this situated.
Yes, we're very excited.
Were you a little shocked I brought that to you? Were you like,
yeah? Well, yeah, because a little bit. But
it's good.
No, it was great though.
It's good.
Great.
Yeah,
and if it happens, it'll
happen. Like, I think we can make it. I just don't see how it won't happen.
Yeah,
I think it's good for everybody involved. I think it's great for the guest. I think it's great for Slash and Bash. I think it's great for Doomsday's Krypt, and I think ultimately it's great for the fans.
Yes, yes, and and we're talking to a couple of other people. So yeah. But
we got to go through these comments, and I feel so bad. I've been just rambling, and I love this interaction, and I see really great people in the comments. Travis Kuhn and Jefferson Starship, Tony Toth, Michael Toth, Amy Cody popped in, CJ Vecchio, Justin Harvey, who we're going to be doing a special shirt for. I thank you guys for being here, and you're going to check www.doomsdayscrypt.com. We're going to put these things in the store. I am so not ready. I know Ann is not either, but now we have these items out. Now we're launching the store. These things are going to be added. We're going to get things rolling, right, Ann? And we're going to do it at a pace, but there's a lot to come. There's some really cool stuff, and each item will be cool. I think the shirt idea is really cool. We'll have the standard shirt where it's the logo on the back, and you're stuck with doomsdayscrypt.com and Facebook and Instagram. You guys are going to be walking posters, buying my shirt, so you can, support. No, I'm just kidding. But there's going to be different art you can put on the back. If you have an art piece and you draw a picture, and you just want it to be a Doomsday's Krypt thing, if it's your own picture, we'll make you a shirt. I think that's a cool feature. It's still a Doomsday's Krypt shirt, your DK Army, and you can showcase whatever you want on the back. You know, hopefully people go, oh, it's Doomsday's Krypt Army. What do they got on the back? And something cool and unique. So we want to do something.
How do I get that shirt you're wearing?
Well, in the store it'll be there. But
okay,
the hard part was shirts and what I know. Is buying in supply, because there's different sizes, there's different.
Yes.
So a lot of the shirt orders, and I want to make this clear, will be orders to begin with. We will customize it. You can order different backs and this and that, but I need the sizes, and I can place the order with the shirt company.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a little time to get in. And most people, when they order a shirt, it's not here. It's 3 days later. People have to understand, if we're doing shirts, and you want a shirt, I want to do shirts. I think they're awesome. I love the shirts. Like, it's an honor to say, man, my shirts are cool. They are really cool. And the ideas we have for them to make them special. They're not just shirts. You can have some business on the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
But on the real, just, you can have the standard shirt. That'd be easy order. But I want to give options for each art piece, like some of the ones I showed earlier, whether it's the Art Krispies or whatever we do. If you want Michael to draw you something, you reach out to us. We'll do a Doomsday's Krypt Michael Toth piece. He'll draw it out. Not only will you get the piece, we're throwing a shirt for ordering that Doomsday's Krypt art, and he'll make you a character in Doomsday's Krypt. Like, that's an indie perk we've been talking about when we do our story. Like, people creating, like, for the comic, it'll be a Doomsday's Krypt comic. The Brute is a film, but we do plan on a Doomsday's Krypt comic, and the idea and the substance is there, but it's going to involve a lot of characters. So to be able to be a part of the story, your appearance being drawn out, you know, you look at Doomsday's Krypt, Mike got my nose great and just added a freaking eye on my head like an asshole. But you know what? You could be cooler than the three-eyed demon. I don't know if it's possible, and I'll be pretty pissed if Mike's makes something cooler than me for Doomsday's Krypt. But you could be a character, part of the story. I think that'd be fun because there's a foundation. It's your look, and you know, it's an inspiration for a character we'll do. So I think it's a perk. It's, you know, and maybe it'd become a cartoon, maybe it'd become a film, but ideally I want Doomsday's Krypt to be a comic, because I just see it as a comic kind of deal. The Brute is a film, but Doomsday's Krypt as a comic, I think, cool, you know. But characters, I mean, we want to make it fun. We want people to be involved. Like, I think it's important with these cons. You know, the best ones I've gone to are the ones that involve Scarefest. Does it great, and most of them do it great. But when people go and finally experience, I think the fun being there, and that's Doomsday's Krypt table. That's what Ann Myrna brought to the table. You should have seen her. She did a backflip at the Chicago table, and she proved that she doesn't need a stunt double. I mean, you should have seen the karate kick. She flipped and she was like, "What's all?" Oh my god! It almost knocked me out. Yeah, I thought she was going to kick me, but she was so good it just went across my face. Yeah, it was insane. Not just acting skills. This woman has physical skills that you know,
defy my
they defy gravity. And she's like, "Don't make me do a triple kick." I was like, "Whoa!" But it's been so fun. We still haven't checked the damn comments and stuff like that. You know what? I put the link out tonight for people to join. We got 73 people watching it, and nobody's like, "Hey, I'm waiting in the lobby to join and talk about what we're doing." I mean, like, guys, you have to drop the link. You guys are welcome to come on. We'll bring on one person at a time. You can ask about product for the store. You can ask about Slash Bass. You can ask about Ann Myrna and what she's doing in films and her backflip and everything in Chicago. So, I'm going to drop this. I say we open this up. StreamYard link.
Let's do it.
If you got a project, if you do art, you do masks, you're an actor, then get the hell out of here. No, this is the time to come on, talk about your project, talk about your event, share with us, and let us support you as well. And I got to do this on my phone because I don't have it on my computer. Oh, wait, I can do it on the computer. Never mind. I am not bad at computers. All right, here we go. We're dropping it. Okay, invite. All right. Here's your chance to come on and talk if you guys want. Let us know what you're up to. Let's keep the party rolling. Show us some of your work. Show us some of your masks. Talk about what you're up to. Talk smack. Say, hey, I can't stand your big schnoz with all those black lights behind you. It like blocks the color. I can't stand that beanie. I wish Ann Myrna did do a black backflip and knock you out. I mean, come talk the trash. Whatever. Look, she's got she is becoming DK. Look at this shit. Look at this. Oh my God. DK lady. That is new character already done. I mean, she's gonna avoid the perk price. Now she's the DK lady.
Oh.
Look at her outshining that hood and everything. It looked good. It looked good. I was like, what the hell's going on? I almost want to start doing cosplay as the DK demon, but I'll let Dan do it. She's better. She's an actress.
Yes.
All right. Well, I put the StreamYard out there. My tables rocked in the concessions all took all night painting. I don't know why Brett blocked you. I can't speak for Brett. I mean I don't know. I think he was, I can't speak for Brett, and Brett don't talk bad about anybody. I'll be honest. I think he was hurt because of the situation with Mark Burnham and that whole situation. I think it was not well planned and it hurt the people involved, and not intentionally, but it did. And it just needed more planning in the right platform. I'll leave it at that, because I don't think anybody hates anybody. And we all, hey, listen, there's a learning experience. Like I think when I do what I do, I think I've kind of, I'm not an actor or this or that, but with the tables I do, the cons I've been to, and the people I meet, what works and what doesn't. I think I kind of see that through this journey in a different eye than other people do. I mean, because even Brett, he's there to sign autographs, be the 03 Kemper killer. It's not DK and the swag. But when I go, it's always Doomsday's Krypt, so I always see it from Doomsday's Krypt. I always see it from an artist's perspective. I always see it as a vendor's perspective. And, stuff like that hurts those guys, I mean, I don't think it's personal. I think it's more, he wished you would, maybe he reached out to him more, and even Doomsday's Krypt, me being out there, maybe we could have planned a couple cool things or gotten some ideas for the event to make it work and cohesive. It was just very different people at one place, which is good to get, but no knowledge. Like if you're not a horror fan and you meet, like I literally saw somebody say, when a selfie was asked, say no, and I could tell the person was a little hurt. It's like, here I am offering a selfie, and because they don't know who I am and what I did, and it was awkward. Let me put it that way. It was just awkward. And you got to do things the right way. And if he blocked you, I'm not going to block you. I appreciate your support, but I think if you do something else, reach out to me, and I'm happy to give you some good advice or maybe some leads and suggestions. I know Ann would do as well, because we're not here to root for anybody to fail. Like, we're a team, we're a family, and if somebody's trying to do something special in their area, I don't want to like pull punches and say, hey, that was, like great when it wasn't. But I want to sit there and be like, next time we'll do this, and it will be, from a fan's point of view, with the team's point of view, because it's not just my opinions. Like, I got a lot of like good opinions. Anna's going to tell me what her opinion is, and I'm going to admire it. The guy who's working on the Doomsday or the Brute script with me, I value his opinion on. It's a team effort, is what I mean. There's always kind of suggestions from more than one person in Doomsday's Krypt. There's, and I think everybody's pretty respectful about that. So, yeah, I mean, without rambling on, it's like with Keith. I mean, me and him become friends, and I'm in the area, and I feel like he's doing something really cool, and he reached out to me, and that's what we're doing. Like, I think the suggestions we're working together on and the event we're working on is exactly what I'm talking about. Like with Jefferson.
Yeah.
Because the guests you have coming in already, they're good.
Yes.
Brett, Beatrice, Doomsday's Krypt being Missouri, and what we're doing by the time the show's launched, we're going to be having a lot of fun there. Glenn, the guests you've already brought in, and the ones we're looking at are going to be special.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, we've gone almost 3 freaking hours, and I blame Ann for talking so much, and I'm very, very disappointed that I couldn't get a word in with her. Disgusted. But no, we're going to get some of these items in the shop. I'm going to do some videos, not topless Ann, but no, but she talked about like me talking about each piece and doing more with it. These things are going to be in the shop. Yes. I'm going to be handing this out to Mike. We're putting that into Krypticon Minneapolis for our dude.
That's cool.
Super Freddy. And I can't believe there's still 88 people watching us. What are you guys doing? Saturday night.
Well, no, let's look at some messages.
All right, you guys go. You know what? I need 5 minutes to stand up, stretch my legs, because Anna will tell you this is a long time for me to sit.
Yes, you
I want you guys to go through the comments. I'm going to be listening. So if there's a question for me, I'll come back on, answer it with a screw you. I don't want to hear your questions. No, I'm just kidding. You guys go through the questions, answer what you can, and I'll be listening, and I'll answer the ones I see that I can.
Where are the questions?
Oh, wait.
In the comments. Ann knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found them. Okay, so let's go. What order are they in? So these are ones. Embroidered Brett block me. Okay. Travis says, drop the link. Oh, come on. But he didn't. Let's see. I'm on my phone and I'm not seeing the link. I don't know if I can put the link on there. Let me see. Let me log into Facebook real quick. See if I can grab that link, and I will paste it in the comments. But I probably won't be able to admit anyone because I'm not like an admin person or something. Let's see. There. Let's see. Doomsday's Krypt. There it is. And where's this link? Here we go. Copy and paste this. Hang on. Hold it. There we go. Copy. How do I type? Join the chat. I will join the chat. Connect to comment. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know how to put the link in there. Okay, let me see. There's another question.
Well, let's just talk between ourselves.
Yeah. Palm Springs, again, November. Yeah, I don't see any other specific questions to address.
Oh, okay.
So, Keith, tell me how you have been able to keep your con going for over 20 years.
It's been, I tell you what, I started out, 22 years ago, and most of the times I ran it by myself.
Wow.
And I had it at the movie theaters and all that, but then some friends of mine came around, and it's just sometimes it's very frustrating, but once it's all successful and the fans are happy and the guests are happy, that's cool. And I'm telling you what, it's just been something I just love to do. The
So
actress.
did you start Slash and Bash mostly as a con or a film festival?
It was a film festival, and we had people out there, like we had Dee Wallace and other people come out, and they signed autographs, and that was it. And then I started realizing that when I moved it, I brought in other vendors, which was very important because, but, it's just something that I just love to do. And I brought in Eileen Dietz from The Exorcist twice. And she always said, I had so much fun at your film festival because people are so kind and heartwarming, and she appreciates everybody who comes out. And it's just like Dee Wallace, she came out, and she was my first guest, was Dee Wallace.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and her family lives in Kansas City and all that, and it's just like, this is great, because and then it just moved up from there, man. And then it's just, I brought Outcasts from Halloween and people like that. It's just something that I just love to do, because if the people are satisfied, then we're satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like sometimes it's very stressful and all that, but then at the end, it's so gratifying because it's me and 8 other people that do this, and we're going to continue to do this, and it's just so much fun. And it's so gratifying to see responses to the fans who come out and said, my God, what are you bringing in next year? That's the questions I love to say, because I said, I'll announce it as soon as we find out and the contracts are signed. That's a good thing,
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that way, that people want to keep coming, it's not just a one time.
Yeah.
It comes, like a ritual that you do every year.
No, yeah, because it's just like, oh my God, and I was a DJ at Country Legends, and and I was a promotions director over there as well, and I was on TV and radio and all that stuff, but I could get the word out. But now advertising, now you got to do through the internet and all that stuff. But it used to be so much simpler. It's not simple anymore because everybody's on computers and all that stuff,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something I'm going to do this as long as I can, man.
Yeah. Well, in the film festival end of it, I mean, we've submitted to many film festivals, and the ones that we've attended in person, there has to be value for the filmmaker other than just, I got nominated or I got selected or I won an award or whatever. It has to be a venue where like networking is supported and encouraged, and promotion of your film is done by the film festival in addition to you just talking up your own stuff. So
that's why I am bringing out, the directors come out and introduce their movies and all that, because after 5 years of doing this, I realized, okay, I need to bring in some talented directors because, like Todd Sheets and Patrick Way and other great directors, and I like to bring in, and some good independent actors and all that stuff, because the main thing is, it's just like, I just want to be able to.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Travis. Good to see you.
It's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something hey, how are you?
Not too bad.
And it's just something I just love to do, It's just, it's grown. It's grown so much. And, it's just something that me and 8 other people, we just love to do this. And now we brought in, so many other great directors and people that come out. It's just something I love to do, and I'm never ever going to stop. Well, yeah, I will at some time, but not till I'm like 100 or something like that.
Well, it's community driven, and I got to give a big announcement to my dude right here who jumped in and coming to hang out, and he's like, "What do I do?" I mean, Travis has become, along with Ann, such a big part of Doomsday's Krypt. What he does when he comes, and has my back.
Take up space.
This man is like, listen, don't ever try to fuck with me, because this guy's like a hawk when it comes to me, man. This guy has my back. On the road, he's with me. He's going to be at every con, and he'll tell you right now, I'm honored, man. You are a big part of what we do. And
not me
as a collector. Yeah, as a collector, and the pieces you now have accumulated through our dude Brett. And I'm a little tired of this man getting all the cool stuff. But honestly, I'm glad, because it hangs on his wall. It's, what Travis is as not just a fan, but a part of the horror community. I mean, again, he dude, you are a part of the horror community, and what you're doing at these tables, it's going to go a long way. We got a big year.
Yeah, Ann learned in Chicago. She said she was watching when I was doing stuff.
We forced it down that girl.
No, yeah, I got a pretty good hookup on a couple items. So
swag.
Yeah, one of them I was told not to say anything. So for a while,
I know,
but I'm bringing it to Kansas City, so it's going to get displayed.
No.
The one that I can't tell you about is coming.
Oh,
this one I can tell you about.
I'm Doomsday Krypt. I have no pull. I mean, they hidden from my dude. Hidden. All right. I'll be looking forward to your big secret that you can't tell.
I have acquired Lou Temple's screen used Sheriff Hoyt shirt and pants from TCM the beginning.
And screen used. That's the sheriff that got shot where Arlie Ermy
Blows his head off.
Blows his head off. He's got that shirt. And I honestly kind of hate him for it, but I guess if somebody's gonna own it, it might as well be Travis. No, it's such
there's a lot of people wanting it.
Oh, trust me, I'm one of them. But I have no place to put it. I want you to keep it. I don't want you to sell it. Like
I have no place to put it.
Listen, what we're doing in Doomsday's Krypt, we're building something great. Travis has been there. Travis is with me, and the reason he's doing it is because he knows what we got going on. I mean, we got something really, really cool in the horror community going on right now.
I just tag along.
Yeah, he says that. You know what, though? He's way cooler than I am. I may host these shows, but it's like Thomas Bruce and his son when they come. People like them way more than me. Travis, everybody loves Travis.
No,
I don't like the guy that much, but everybody seems to like him, so that's why I let him tag along.
Travis don't even like Travis.
I know, and then all these people do, and then I feel jealous because even I don't like Travis. Travis don't like Travis, but all these people like Travis.
I don't know why. I have no idea.
Dude, we're in the same boat.
I
don't even think you like me. We just, for some reason, we're stuck together.
Did you see what I did at? Did you see what I did at Carolina Fear Fest?
No, I missed it. I had something going on that weekend because otherwise I would have tried to actually.
Oh no! I did something. Hold on. I'm not getting naked. No. I'm not getting naked. No topless here.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. If I can show it, actually, where's the thing at?
Almost.
Oh, come on.
Twist, bend. It's a killer tattoo. The camera is so tough. You got to put like the lens right on it and stuff, and you can't see that.
That's, well, whatever.
Well, good for you.
Yeah,
it's Brett's logo for Kemper Kill.
Kemper Killer. He's got a tack hammer up there.
I showed Brett after I got it done. He said that better not be real. So
yeah, that's just his
fun
love for and support for what we're doing, and him being such a. I mean, I got the video. We'll have to repost it because now that I know Travis better, this dude at Scarefest before it even opened, I think this guy snuck in. Like I think he broke through some windows and shit just to stand. And
I'll never tell.
Like he pulled some stuff to actually be there and get 1, 2, not only 1, 2, and 3 sledgehammers from Brett. I mean, I like Brett. One sledgehammer is enough, but this man needs 3.
I think I was there before Brett was even there.
Yeah,
because you had to call him.
Brett had to come in his, he had to come in his way, No, but Travis sat there and waited. I think, I don't like. Brett wasn't at the table; things were still getting started, and Travis was sitting like he wasn't a pest. He gave space, but he was just waiting. Like if you know Travis, he crosses his arm a lot. Like I'm surprised he's not in the stream crossing his arm because that's how he's. I'm Travis looking over my shoulder when I'm at an event. This is Travis for real. Right?
Sometimes
but that was. Sometimes. But when Brett came with the sledgehammers, Travis made sure you came right over. I want 1, 2, 3.
No, I had them before I came in.
Yeah, you already pre-bought them, right? But you wanted to get them signed first, second, and third. Like you didn't want it to be 1, 2, and 3. You actually wanted it to be first, second, and third. And I got the documentation that you did.
I did, yeah.
And
what honestly, I did,
I think we sold the first Kemper mask there. Did you wind up buying that? I don't think you did. But
No, not the Kemper one, but I got one of the two that you had sitting there of the Wagner one.
Yeah, well, we sold a Kemper mask that Jesse painted, and I don't remember who got it, but that was the first one. There is nothing behind that. But the Kemper mask is special, and I think Brett's been having them on his table now. So get that Kemper face on it. Brett's out there at Monster Palooza. My good friend Douglas Tate's out there at Monster Palooza. These guys are, I bugged the shit out of both of them. I'm sure they've had nights where like, oh my God, fucking John. But, I love these guys. They're out there at Monster Palooza. I'm proud of each one of them.
Last day is tomorrow, so better get out there.
I'm not going out there. I'm not even
close.
You're talking
specifically talking to you. Is there anybody on anymore?
Go see them tomorrow. But I wish I could go. Monster Palooza is going to be on our radar. We got some big cons coming up. I should start announcing them more. End of June, we're going to be at Krypticon, Kansas City. Brett Wagner is going to be there, the Kemper killer himself, the man we're talking about now at Monster Palooza. Also, after that is Indianapolis. We're going to be doing Revenge of the Nerds at Indianapolis Days of the Dead, man. And so many great guests there. I think Brad Dourif is there.
I think Michael Ironside's there too, I think.
Ironside, he was at Chicago, and I wish I talked to him, but I want to do something for him. Like, I almost want to do a V skateboard deck, a blacklight V skateboard deck. Signed by Michael Ironside. I think it'd be cool as hell. Little, I guess they were lizards, lizard face on the side, black light.
Yeah.
Michael
Need to do an and one, though. Need to do an and one.
Yeah, could do some really cool stuff for Michael. I mean, that dude's been in so many cool fucking movies. I mean, Michael Ironside, that dude had a face and a look in the 80s and even the 90s that as a kid growing up in them, huge, freaking huge. It's
Total Recall.
It's like Robert Englund and Freddy Krueger. I mean, I knew him as Willie and V before Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Nightmare on Elm Street 3 was coming out, and Willie from V's in it. We'll go to the movies and watch. Oh, Siskel and Ebert said it wasn't a good movie to go through, Johnny. We're not going to that theater. So I never got to see Nightmare on Elm Street 3 in the theater, and I am, now my parents are like on board. You've met my parents with this convention thing. I will never forgive them for not taking me to Nightmare.
No, I don't think I've met your parents.
Oh, you haven't yet?
No, I don't believe I have.
No, you didn't have dinner with us. Well,
that wasn't me. I don't know who that was.
But all honestly, you know what? I like to shrug off Travis, but like I said, with family, he met my parents. My parents like him way more than me. And that's why it's like, I don't know if you've met my parents, because I want to forget about introducing him to them because, again, they liked him more than me. And I don't like it. I don't like it, Travis.
Well, we can switch parents if you want. I mean, since,
my parents, you know what? My parents are enough as it is. If they want to take me, that's fine. I
You probably wouldn't like
your mom don't need another Travis. They got to put up with us one way or another. And just me adding your mom or you adding my parents just adds more stress to both of us. We love our parents. We do. I still love my mom and dad, but they're enough. I don't need another set or another mom. One's enough.
You can always use an extra one.
No. No. I'll take the one mom I got. She's a handful, but she's awesome. I mean, like, I love seeing my parents at these events. Travis will tell you, my parents are really a shining light when they're there. My mom is a living, breathing scooter character.
Yes, and she will run you over. She will run you over.
He is the most popular person at any convention we go if she's there. And my father says, hey, where's your mother? She's running around. She's just running around, Johnny. She's in a cart. And he kind of likes it because he knows she's safe and she's in a spot where he can find her, but he can get a little break and come hang out. Hey, yeah, your mother, she's cruising around, your mother. She's driving, she's talking to people. Everybody knows about Johnny and Doomsday's Krypt. Your mother's stopping by each table and talking to everybody for about 15 minutes.
Well, actually, your dad is the one that sits like this, not me.
Yeah. He's just ready to go. Jeez.
Yeah.
He'll be there. He's just waiting for Johnny to do something. Jeez, Johnny. That's why even in the crash thing. But, it's, I'm really lucky, like I've been talking about with the people I've met and done. And I guess I've known my parents for a while. And the fact that, I never got along with them great as a youth, or my sisters and family. And now we do this Doomsday's Krypt thing, and we're best of friends. And I get to put a smile on my mom and dad's faces and make them proud. And like they actually look forward to traveling. They look forward to being there. They look forward to meeting you guys more than I do. They definitely look forward to seeing Travis more than I do. I mean,
only took one time.
Oh, it only took 10 minutes.
Was it? Yeah, it was about 10 minutes, wasn't it?
And you are favorited. What's going on with Johnny? You put up with this guy? I mean, I'm his father. I can't even stand him. Why do you?
He just walked off and left his food. It's gonna get cold.
This burger is gonna be a frozen burger. Yes. It was funny. You know what? Speaking of my cold burger, that was kind of a statement. And Travis will tell you, I'm not lying. A Saturday morning, I worked very hard drinking on Friday night after setting up. Very hard. And I had friends encouraging to do shots. I had maybe 3 hours worth of sleep. I missed the breakfast buffet. I didn't even have time for coffee. I get to the event. My parents finally show up. Before they were coming, or when they got there, I'm like, I'm starving. I need to get something to eat.
Oh, no. You're going to tell that story?
This is where Travis comes into play as the favorite, and where I really grew a hatred towards this man and a disdain. Like, he's so helpful, but this disdain that he brings. I mean, we waited to get food, and I was like, we got to see if Travis needs something. They get food. Get back.
No, I said no. I said no, I don't need anything.
I didn't think you wanted anything, Johnny. Like, the whole reason to go get food was because I asked. They got food. I waited for Travis, and guess who got no food? Huh. I didn't know you wanted something, Johnny.
I got John's burger.
And DK don't wait in lines. There was a line, and I kept walking back and forth. And then they finally bring me food. It's there, I was a little, I'll let it get cold.
Sorry.
Bring me food finally. You know who I am? No,
you know who I am?
They like him way more than me. They waited and waited and waited until he got back. I think it was while he was getting his Kemper Kill tattoo. So it was a couple hours when I asked for my food. I mean, like, we waited for this dude to get his Kemper Kill tattoo because my parents didn't want to order until they asked him if he wanted something. And I got nothing. Nothing. I didn't even get no burger. No food. Here, Johnny, you can have my. No, Dad, I don't want it. I don't want it now. I mean,
it was that cinnamon roll thing.
Yeah, I don't want a cinnamon roll. I wanted a fucking burger. I'm already like a burger. Or a cinnamon roll just kind of like left me dehydrated thinking about it. I wanted something to eat. I wasn't looking for breakfast. If I'm eating a cinnamon roll, you better have a coffee, and there was no coffee. Not even
I remember Travis bringing donuts and coffee in Chicago.
I know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Again, that must have been somebody else. Wait a minute. Didn't I have to force you to take one, Ann?
Yeah, well, yeah. Because I actually had a healthy breakfast before I left my house, but I drank the coffee right away.
Yes, you did. I will admit you drank the coffee. Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun. I liked that. It was fun hanging out with Bill and giving him the same shit back that he was dishing out. I don't think he knew how to take that.
Yeah, Bill knows how to dish it out. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was getting it sent right back to him though. So I don't know how he took that. But
He can take anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to join you guys in Lexington. I think because I'm like super busy.
Oh, Scarefest.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a big one. They want like 90 plus celebrities there this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And last year, what they had like 70 or 80, I think.
That's a lot.
It's getting bigger. Well, I think they have the whole cast of Phantasm there now. So,
jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I've never been to one that big, so have to
Five leather faces, bunch of Scream people. It's going to be a big one. And I think this year's their 16th year, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I think it's 16 this year. So, but I will be at Topeka at Slash and Bash too. So
all right,
you get to see my ugly mug there and all that good fun stuff.
Oh, come on.
Uh-oh. We got to stop talking now. He's back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to feel how worthless I am for the new son, Travis. Like, Johnny.
A noose?
Can you take a picture of us and the family? and I'll be taking the picture as Travis fills in for me. Honestly, I was away from the camera because I cried a little bit, Travis.
I wasn't in that photo. What are you talking about? You were in that photo.
Items. You've taken my parents. I might have to, get help for this. I mean, this is a big deal. I mean, this is a big hurt you keep laying on me. And for some reason, he's so helpful. I got to keep him around. I mean, like he's like a fungus. He can't function without the guy, yet he takes over.
Not fungus, fun guy.
Nah, let's not stretch that over. No. I don't know about that, but he's a guy. No, Travis is definitely a fun guy. And, whenever people come to Doomsday's Krypt table and Travis is there, and again, he said he'll be at Slash and Bash. He'll be at, really everything except for OKC this year. And I don't even put it past you that you're going to probably wind up finding a way to get to OKC.
That's a long ways, man.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying if things are rolling smoothly, I don't want to say it's out of the question you being there. It might not be driving. It might be walking.
Am I going to drink a Red Bull and fly or what?
No, walk. Walk. Saves gas money. Start now, and I think you could get to all these cons. Easy. You got a nice backpack, dude. I seen it. And you want to know something that sucks about Travis, too? Now I'm rolling my goddamn shirts. No joke.
Are you really rolling them now?
Fold them. Let me see if I can find one. Dude, I found myself holding my laundry from the trip. And
you really are rolling them.
I roll them different. This is how I roll them. All right. Now, here's another shirt. So we might have, who wants to see the art on the back? Could be cool. Ooh. Like that shirt you can get with the art on the back, not just the Doomsday's Krypt. Like
that is cool.
We got the the big three right there: Michael Bailey Smith, Douglas Tate, and Brett Wagner. You know, but that's a cool shirt. But now I fold them like him. I'm like, all right, well, you got to lip it. I think I got it down even after one. You got to lip it over. It doesn't have sleeves, so it's a little different.
Nice.
And then I'm putting in my damn bag. This guy started this shit. Who? The military thing. But now I'm rolling my shirts up like a goddamn joint or something. I mean, dude.
What's next? You're going to stop cutting sleeves off of them next.
Fuck that. Look at them guns. I gotta hit the gym. I think bulking up would be good, but I gotta keep the sleeves off. It makes me feel special because, you know, for the ladies, they can glimpse in from the side. You know?
hitting the gym with the car is not the same.
No, but sleeveless is my thing. You know, I got to do it.
Definitely not my thing.
Oh, no. Oh, I made the dude. He sweated so bad on Friday sitting. Like, this is, he'll tell you, he's experienced now a couple times. Like, Indy or Chicago was a small table. It was kind of a breeze. But Carolina, we put on a lot more. And that extra bit of work.
Oh, it was hot.
Yeah, well, it's always hot. Wait till the summer, dude. You think?
Yeah, but
it was hot. Wait till June and July and August, dude.
It was especially extra hot in that facility.
Well, like I said, wait till July and August when we're doing this. Do you think I lost all that weight because I worked and like I wanted to lose the weight? It just happened. I mean, there's no way to get around it. It's work.
Oh wait, so I can lose that 60 pounds that you and Brett said that I needed to lose now.
Well, if you want to be a sexy model, you need to.
That ain't gonna
happen. A moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips.
Yeah, what?
If you're going to be doing that runway stuff you keep talking about, man, you got to lose.
The only sexy modeling I will be doing will be for coffins. That's it.
You need to lose that 60 pounds.
No, I will be in the coffin modeling. That'll be it. Yep.
Yeah, but we have, you know, these cons are so much fun, and hanging out with Travis and my family and my friends, and Chicago was special because it was the first time, like, I met Travis. I had no idea what this fucking dude was about. And it worked out. Like, it's where I say, like, whether it's a mask maker or a filmmaker or a friend like Ann or a person like Keith, I just keep running into these good people somehow. It's just out of luck, and I met you, I met Ann, I met Bill there. I met a lot of the people you guys have, Ann has worked with. And obviously, I guess I met somebody who Keith worked with.
Yes.
And I know he came to the table, and I know who you're talking about now because you mentioned it. Just great people. And we were right by the Children of the Corn cast. And we had Fritz Kirsch on, the director of Children of the Corn. We had Courtney Haynes. We had Jonathan Franklin. You know, we had John Philbin right by us, the whole Children of the Corn thing. And we had no Children of the Corn. So I do have a Children of the Corn. No, I don't have it out. I got the but I do have a Children of the Corn deck. I didn't want to put it in the shop, so I didn't put it out on this amazing, you know, background I got. The bed at the hotel with a black sheet and some black light. And it's the secret of filmmaking here in the background in the crypt.
Yeah.
I mean, we make a hotel room cool. But
we don't want to know what you're doing in that hotel.
He actually, you know, I guess he really enjoyed coming on the show, and I'm very humbled. This is a guy, legend, right?
Yeah.
Thought I was going to be at Orlando at what's it called? What's the one there?
Is it Spookala?
Spooky Empire.
Spooky Empire.
He was there. He brought original storyboards to give me from films.
Wow.
And he's going to be bringing them to Indianapolis. So we're going to do, you know, I got to do something. I mean, the fact that he's going to do something like that, we're going to be doing something for him in return. And I mean, he could have given it to anybody. The fact that he brought, and I think it's from Winners Take All. So that was a dirt bike movie, an 80s kid. Dirt bike. My parents wouldn't let me own one. They always talked about it, and I blame Siskel and Ebert again. No, but it was just like they were so close, and it's like, oh, something happened with this guy on a dirt bike. We can't do it. But that was like my dirt bike film. I'd just sit there and be like, man, I wish I had a dirt bike. And I guess he's got some original storyboards and stuff from it that he was going to give me. Maybe a Children of the Corn or just something.
I thought he said he did have one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like he said he had something for me.
Right.
I'm not sure exactly what, but the fact, I can't wait. I mean, it's a surprise in itself. And I felt bad I wasn't in Florida. If I knew he was bringing it, I would have hopped on a plane that night and gotten there and been like, this guy Fritz took the time to do that for me, man. That's,
Cool.
I'm just it's like what we talk about when we meet these people. Tom Matthews, how cool was that guy when we were at Carolina?
No, what was really weird was when you guys were standing down there talking, and I just randomly show up into your conversation, and then you all leave, and I'm standing there talking to this guy for 45 minutes, not realizing who it was until they all walk off. Then John comes around the corner and goes, "You know who that was, right?" I said, "No." He goes, "It was Warrington Gillette." And I'm like, "No way." He's like, "Yeah." Like, I had no idea who he was. No idea.
Yeah. I'm introducing him. Like, my dad has no clue. Like, my dad loves everybody. A great example was part 5. Tom Morga came to the Doomsday's Krypt table before I even had a banner. It was like kind of my biggest table I had done at Spookala. It was their first event, and Tom Morga came by, and I had the unmasked and also Halloween 4 mask, and he sat there and talked, and he was talking to my dad for a while. Yeah, he's got this table. You should come down by. Yeah, I'm a guest. I actually play. Like my dad had no idea who he was, but it was the same thing with Warrington Gillette. We're gonna have him on the show. We talked about him doing his movie, but yeah, Travis had no fucking clue. And,
no clue.
I've had my bad moment. I had it in Chicago. Remember, I had my red face moment. I'm not gonna even bring it up or talk about it because I got to make up for it.
Wait a minute, but no. You can make fun of me, but I can't make fun of you.
No, this is my show.
All right, your show. All right. Spoiled little brat.
Yeah, but honestly, I will. It's a story to be told because it's that funny and that embarrassing. And like for me, because I do know who it was in the movies, but I got it just confused because sometimes people's banners you don't recognize, and I got confused with movies and actors, and I just got confused in a moment. It's not that I didn't know, it's just I didn't know how they look now, and you know what I mean. I got a little confused.
He got excited.
I didn't get excited.
That's why you forgot.
I wanted that Charlie Brown music to start playing behind whoa, whoa, whoa. No, but it was funny, and I felt bad because honestly, I do know who this guy is, this actor is, and I don't know what fucking happened. It was like when I realized what I didn't realize, I was like, okay, because a lot of people were talking about him, and we had our kind of space, and I reached out from it, and I wasn't thinking. I think Travis will understand, or Anna will understand the way I walk around. I don't notice things around me. I'm just walking and doing my thing. And when I actually did realize, it was a funny moment.
Yes, it was.
Not for me, but I would have been outside being like,
hey, like the hotel, the hotel in Carolina when the guy came out. Remember that?
Yes.
Is this the Marriott?
Oh my God. We got to do a film, and like a comedy film. because this dude came. It was Travis. You explain it, but I'm gonna set
All
it
right.
up. I'm gonna set
we
it
were
up. I'm gonna set
okay.
it up. So we're hanging out. It was Sunday night, right? Or was
Yep.
it Saturday? It was Sunday.
Yeah, it was raining.
And you got to start off right. There was shit going on walking up and down the street. It was just fucking weird. And then one of the people went into the building and like they were sitting in the thing, but Travis is real nosy. So like, like I don't even mean nosy. He's protective of everything. And we became friends with the bartender, like the hotel. We were friends with all, like, right? I mean, the bartender I gave a shirt to, he asked for one, and he's like, "How can I order?" So I gave him one. I happened to have one that was brand new, but we became friends. So Travis was looking out for the hotel and everybody, and the whole situation before that was weird. And then the dude came out and. Because Travis called him out, and I guess that sets up the whole scene, right?
I didn't call him out. He saw us standing there, and I just happened to look over, and then he comes walking out
to the staff.
Oh, yeah.
To the bartender.
Oh,
so I'm saying,
yeah.
like now this dude's hanging in the lobby. Something's up. They do something with them. It sets up the situation where this guy comes out.
So we're standing out there, and he comes out. He walks up. Stands there for about 5 seconds, and then he goes, "Is this the Hilton or is this the Marriott?" And I looked at John. John looks at me, and then we look at him, and we go, "No, it's the Hilton." He goes, "Oh, that's the problem."
Like
and
in
then
the
tries
worst
to
acting possible. Like if you
like,
want a B movie, it was like, "Hey, is this the Marriott?" Nah, dude, it's the Hilton. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then he tries to go. Then he tries to go back in. He tries to go back in, and the doors are locked, so you have to have the key to get in. And he's waving at the lady that isn't even paying attention. And he just starts dancing, waving, and it's like, oh my God, dude! Like, I should have recorded it. It was. I think we laughed for like 2 hours after that, just about that. Just repeating that short line. Yeah, it was interesting. And the funny thing is we told the bartender that, and he's like the Marriott, that's 2 miles the other direction.
It was the dude, yeah, but you knew it was like, oh my God, I went to the wrong house. But it was like, hey,
but I'm gonna sit on your porch anyway.
Like, and you've dealt with bad actors, I'm sure, at times. Everybody who has, Keith, but they, they want to know what they're doing. Like you might have somebody, and this dude was probably the worst actor you could ever find, and this was real life. Like it was the worst acting. Like it's hard to explain. You ever seen like it came out as real life, but you'd think it was a bad acting scene. There was no sense to it. It was literally this guy came out and said, "Hey, is this the
Marriott?"
It was like almost like, let me write. This is my line, and this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
that was a real life situation. It was a bad acting scene, but it was so hilarious that we got to use it.
Like you were waiting for Ashton Kutcher to come running out the doors laughing at you, or something.
Yeah, you'd think it was camera. Like, I mean, maybe it even was, now that we think about it. Maybe it just worked. Let's forget this.
It could have been. They were the two dudes walking down the street talking to themselves and then talking to each other. That could have been all set up.
Oh, they were like, I was, and Travis will tell you, I was like, man, Travis knows me, and he's very protective of me as a friend. Like Travis, he just looks out for me.
Don't like get a big head. I'm protective of everybody.
You look out for me. I look out for you too. But
I look out for Ann and Bill too.
Situation going on, you didn't want me to get involved because I felt, you know what I mean, like
compelled.
Yeah, I saw something going on, and I'm the type of guy who, you got to make sure people are okay. and maybe put myself in a bad situation. But Travis is the kind of friend that's like, dude, this is, trust me, don't, and I appreciate friends like that though. I need friends like that. I think Ann's the type, I think we're all friends like that. I get it. Like I need to be reeled in sometimes. And I got Michael Toth that does that, kind of reeled me in today too. Michael Toth, sometimes I need that. Sometimes I need things like even tonight, this stream where I get caught in these, I can do better. And I told you that one night with Travis, and I mean that with what we're doing in Doomsday's Krypt. We're always going to do better. That's just how it is. We're doing something special. We got something good going on, and we got good friends. We got good people. We got a special team. We're a community. Nobody does it by themselves. We're a family, and we're just adding to it. Like we're adding to what we do every day. These conventions that we're on the road to, I'll be announcing. Travis is going to be there with me. Ann's always welcome at the table. Ann is already asked me my schedule, but between her and Travis being there, it allows me to do a lot, and it allows them to do a lot too. I mean, honestly, I think it's as important. I think it's important for you to be there, Ann, to tell you the truth, because I think there's a lot of work we can do together and showcasing what you're doing at an Acro Star, and people seeing it. I mean, I think this is the next step for all of us. I mean, I think this shop being launched, and I want Acro Star Films to be in there. I mean, I want Doomsday's Krypt to be that one place shop that's about family and community and the indie film community and showcasing. Because if we got to put on the most kick-ass tables at any event, and Travis knows that's what we're going to do. I mean, one way or another, we're putting on the best table there.
Try to.
Yeah, we are. We do. I mean, and I'm not saying because of me. I'm saying because of the talent that does the stuff that we do. I just got to spend the money and set it up and have the table paid for to put on a kick-ass table. I don't mean that in any way, shape, or form other than the fact that it's top-notch people and have an Acro Star on the table, and it came from somewhere, and films like that and things that my friends have done that are amazing. I mean, there's Trepidity.
That's right.
Oh.
You said it right.
It's a big word. I'm surprised you remember that one.
Well, I can't talk about the film because I couldn't pronounce it the whole time I had the cast on. I was like, a little bit.
Okay, here's the one for you. The next short that we do.
No, don't even do it, Dan. You're not giving me a new word.
It's called avaricious.
What?
Avaricious.
Avaricious?
Yes.
I can do that one. It rolls
No,
off.
you can't.
Avaricious. I can do that.
Nope,
one.
you already made.
Very
I can
good.
do that. It's the yeah. I mean, I always had problems with that Trepidity. It just doesn't. The P's don't, because I'm from Massachusetts. We don't pronounce O's and stuff like that. We go to cars, we go to this and that. So something like Trepidity, it was really tough for me. Like I had to learn how to say it again. And you know what? I learned it. Trepidity. I got it down. The Hefner family and Myrna. Mr. Herman, I apologize, but I got it down. I pronounced it right, and I support you. I couldn't talk about the film, not because I didn't like it. I just couldn't pronounce it. So that's on.
No, you've been great for us. I mean, it's been a real advantage to be associated with you. So thank you so much. And yeah, we're gonna kick some ass, get this store going. But I'm an old lady, and I gotta get to bed.
I know. We've done 3.5 hours. I think it's been a good stream. The guy who was going to do these shows, he kept posting them and then not showing up, and then was talking to all these people and being like, I got something going on. Trust me.
I think we need a new host.
I do.
Right?
I don't want to say anything, but after the stream, maybe we should talk about that John guy.
maybe
The show would be
Maybe
so
get
much
Big
better.
John in there instead.
I think, yeah, my mom and dad would do way better than me. Way better than me. No, I'm serious. My parents would have thousands because my mom would just sit there. But either way, it's been so much fun. We got big plans. We're going to do more of this. It's good for me. It's good for us. And Krypticon, Kansas City, the next event we got going on, followed up by Indianapolis. We got OKC. We got Scarefest coming up. We got Halloween Palooza I'm going to. I'll be hosting. We got Slash and Bash. Can't forget about Slash and Bash. What is it? The first weekend of September, 7th
It's
through
the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
6th, 7th, and 8th.
Yes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And then I think
Are you doing the one? Are you doing the one in Ottumwa too? Then
Who?
Ottumwa, not John.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you going to that one then? Is that what you're doing?
No.
No?
The ones I got, I think after it'll be Indianapolis, then I believe it's OKC after that,
Yeah.
and then Slash and Bash, Krypticon, Minnesota, Halloween Palooza, which I signed up for.
Where's that one?
Scarefest, Halloween Palooza. I told you about that one. I'll give you the address on it. That's one I need to follow up on, support, and contact, and see if we can get them on the show and talk about what they're doing out there.
That's not in
Well,
August, is it? Because I do
no.
that clone. I do the Clone Motel thing in August. So
Oh, okay. No. We'll figure it out. I'll give you the schedule, and then we got Memphis MonsterCon, which
that's in November.
We'll be hosting panels. Travis will be running the table. I'm hoping Ann, you can make it.
Probably.
Because I'm gonna be interviewing all these guests.
Yeah,
the guests
cool.
include at Memphis HorrorCon, Felissa Rose, Ken Forey, CJ Graham, Tom Matthews. Who they just announced the Starman.
Isn't Sheridan going to be there too? I think.
Who? Brett's going to be there.
Well, Brett's going to be there. Yeah.
Brett Wagner. Why can I think of Tarman's name for whatever reason? What's his name? God.
I can see it, but I can't.
Yeah, but they just announced another Return of the Living Dead with Tom Matthews. Alan Troutman. Met him before, and I think you never know. They're still announcing guests, but Felissa Rose, Sleepaway Camp, Ken Forey, Dawn of the Dead, Halloween, Rob Zombie's version. He was such a great character in that. The bathroom scene alone. Mike did a piece of art. He hated it. Like Mike usually kills it on art, but it was so funny with Ken when I showed him the piece of art. He hated it so much. Like he loved the art. It wasn't like he was picking on the art or thought it was bad artwork, but he hated like the picture and how it looked. And it's kind of an ongoing joke. I might give it to Ken Forey when we're on stage or something.
He was in Devil's Rejects too.
Yeah, well, Ken Forey's been
a lot of things.
Such a good guy. Like when I saw him at Scarefest, he's like, "You got any kids?" I'm like, "Oh, I got no." Well, I got a granddaughter, so and I still got to get it out, and I still got to find it. He gave a picture for my granddaughter signed of a cartoon, and he's just that kind of guy who's big in the family. And if he's at a con or something or as a guest, he's one of those. He's very easy to approach and talk to on any level, and those are great guests. And for him to be Ken Forey and that kind of guest is cool. But a lot of great people on stage, like I said, CJ Graham. Imagine sitting up on stage with Tom Matthews. We hung out, so it's not going to just be like an awkward conversation with the dude. He's got some great stories that me and him, even before the stream, me and Brett did with him. He was showing us things like newspaper clippings and things that were never seen that this man has collected. Like Tom Matthews has things that no one has seen. I'm like, dude, you gotta like bring them to a convention and show it the fans. I mean, it's like with what you bought. He collected it because it meant a lot to him, and I don't think he saw it that way. But now he sees like, wow, I get it. Like these things are special for the fans, and I'm hoping he showcases them because he does. Tom Matthews has some like Halloween or not Halloween, Friday 13th Part 6 stuff and Return of the Living Dead stuff. I mean, reviews, newspaper clippings, like pieces that are one of a kind that he collected. And we never got to it on the show, but we might have to be like, Tom, you got to come on the show. I don't want you to move the stuff you got in your collection, but we got to get you on and you show these things to the fans.
Right.
And that way they're safe. He shows them, but he does. He's got some really, really special stuff. I mean,
I'll give you a hint. It has to do with 31. That's all I'm going to give you. Let your mind run with that one.
I have told you once, not only once, but twice.
I think it's been 4 times.
Your collection is really getting me pissed off. No, I'm just but I'm excited to hear what you got. We've gone 3 hours and 40 minutes. Ann is ready to strangle me. I mean, she's ready to go.
Because you don't stop talking.
The
vein in her forehead is starting to pulsate.
I think everybody else is tired. We had a number of people out, but we still got 8. We still got 8 after almost 4 hours of us me rambling, and you guys being here and supporting it.
Hey, that's double what's going on right now. So,
well, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate everything you do for Doomsday's Krypt. I'm excited to help Slash and Bash hit that next level. I want to get this next person signed and really market. But I want to get that location. I think we need to talk about a place that I think I can look at. And Travis will tell you, if I can look at a place and see the outline, I can help you set it up.
Give him like 10, 15 minutes. Just leave him alone. You might look at him like, is he having a seizure or no? His brain's working, and he knows. You just trust me. He's figuring it out in his brain. He's trying to rattle the things loose so he can get them all to go back together again. So,
well, we're gonna have it, and
I'm here for you, brother.
I know.
We're gonna plan this out. We're gonna build it up. We got potential, a lot of potential. We just need the support. That's it. All we need is the support from the fans, and we're gonna present something special for the fans. Yeah, that's just how it is. I mean, we're not going to go in half-assed. It's like I got this hotel room. I think I decorated a hotel room because I had to. No, I did it for you. And this is how we roll. It's a hotel room. Wait till we got a con table. Wait till we got a convention. Wait till we bring in these guests. Wait till you see what we got.
He's probably lying. That's probably CGI.
It is. No, I'm CGI.
It's a backdrop. It's a green screen, right?
Oh,
yeah, it's AI. It's just what's funny is it does look like a backdrop. Like I actually got something. But this is how cool the merch I got is behind me. This is actual merch. This is actual merch. This is actual real stuff, real life. Let's take a look.
See, he can't stop talking. John, Ann wants to go night.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that, and you guys
and I got to go watch the rest of the Cubbies games.
All right. Well, I love you guys. We got a lot. We got a lot to come. We're gonna do some special things. Thank you guys.
I got my Cubs hat on. So
thank you, Ann Myrna. Go to sleep, Travis. Go say goodnight to my parents and say goodnight, Mom and Dad. Prior to that, and Keith, we're gonna keep in contact. We're gonna keep hyping this thing. We're gonna do some next level stuff, and all these cons I'm going to, we're gonna be hyping the same way. We're leaving a trail. And again, thank you. Live in the Krypt. Doomsday's Krypt, Travis Kuhn, Ann Myrna, Keith the Critic. Take care. We love you and see you soon. Wait for that shop.
Later.
We're opening it. Opening it. It's coming. All this stuff, it's coming and more. Peace out.
Later.
See you later.